What's up?
What's up? All right, guys. Well, welcome once again to the Fifth Strike Podcast. I'm your host, Oliver. Here in the studio today, we have the return of the greatest hair in podcasting, Professor Alan Villacorn. What's up, buddy?
You know, I didn't show up for a few weeks, not because I didn't want to come on, none of this extra bullshit. I just needed a good camera angle.
Oh,
you know, Zach said, hey, I don't have the angle this week.
That's better.
Yeah, and plus it gave you time to get the hair straight, right? So,
I was actually out of product.
Product, huh?
I'm glad you got hooked up.
That's how you know it's legit, because you call it product. We need to find you a sponsor for that. As you can hear, we have our favorite guest, Mr. Ryan McGee. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Just stopping by to hang out. I was supposed to come, I believe, last Monday, but I was kind of sick.
Yeah.
And
is he a guest or just another member that just shows up sometimes?
He's definitely a member, but
he's a founding member.
He's on our website.
I think a founding member like me, you, and Zach, right?
Yeah,
you know what? I went to go put gas. I saw him in the corner. I'm like, hey, you want to come on? And he's like, I'm already here.
It's like bring your buddy to work program or something. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I went up to Ryan. I was like,
hey,
man,
system.
Do you want to come on? And he looked at me and goes, who are you? And I was like, nah, you're right.
No, that's sad. But you know, the podcast, man, like we like to really have a close relationship because a lot of the members from Third Coast and Fish Strike kind of intermingle. I mean, we all train together,
Absolutely.
all work together. I mean, it's all one big family. But at the end of the day, I mean, sometimes it's podcast biz, sometimes it's 3CG biz, sometimes it's CBD biz.
It's always biz.
It's always biz.
Always
so you
biz.
just gotta be flexible.
That's right. So as always, we have the second half of Third Coast Grappling. Mixed master himself, Mr. Zach. What's going on, bud?
What's going on?
Oh, living the dream.
I think Zach puts more bass in his voice so his channel still sound more manly.
Mm-hmm.
I want to actually have a technical advisor come in here and just make sure it's all fair because he can't be having the beats for a second.
That is.
See what? She's gonna be lower than you now. Watch.
I
It's
think
gonna be
he
lower.
smokes like 4 cigarettes before coming in.
He looks like a Marlboro Red Cup guy, doesn't he?
It does. I mean,
Camel lights.
Okay, yeah, now you know. All right, well, let's give a shout out to the sponsors. As always, Third Coast Grappling. Thank you guys for being you and doing what you do. We appreciate it.
October 26th, the qualifiers. We're gonna go ahead and announce the main event.
Oh, tonight?
Tonight.
Oh, man.
Are we going to do it right now?
We're gonna do it right now. Impromptu. I was gonna release it and do it all, you know, hoity-toity, but if you're listening,
Yeah.
Lucas Valiente
Ooh.
meets the American Jiu-Jitsu legend, Bill the Grill Cooper in the gi.
Man.
170 pounds. They are going to throw it down for us in H-Town, October 26th.
You know, I'm excited to see it. You know, I was a big fan of Bill Cooper coming up. You know, he was one of the young guys pre-Lloyd Irvin and all this extra bullshit. It's like, what does that mean? Who knows?
So we
It's
get
like
raped?
bullshit.
Like,
It's like some bullshit.
We're just raped? Like,
We're just
guessing
guessing here. Yeah.
Hold up.
There you
So,
go.
so him and Glover were coming up, and big fan. And then you got Lucas Valente coming down to Gracie Balkans. I think it's going to be a great match. You know, it's going to be a tough match for Bill, but you know, for sure, it's going to be an exciting match.
It's going to be the good showcase of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus American Jiu-Jitsu.
Well,
right?
yeah, and I think it's going to be American Jiu-Jitsu versus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think Bill Cooper's been training a lot. You know, I think his head's in it a little bit more than he has been. I think he's going to make it interesting. Lucas is an absolute fucking animal, though. I mean, taking second at the Worlds,
Yes.
coming out, taking one over Marcio Andre, who just beat Cabrina's son, Kennedy.
Mhm.
Tough win. Lucas is I would say, well, they have him ranked one
He's
of the
tough.
top 2 lightweights in the world. And I've spoken to the other Lucas on the other side of the plane, Mr. Lepre.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe we run that one back in March. Maybe we see what happens. You know, give them a little warm-up for Worlds or Pans or whatever they're going to do. But that is a match that we are wanting to target for possibly March in Dallas. So
Well, there's a lot of big plans for 2020. Let's just say that we're not going to say much more, but 2020, stay tuned for Third Coast Grappling because it's going to get fucking crazy.
yeah, there's some really cool stuff. I've been kind of teasing it. You know, and it's kind of like a kind of a tactic. I'll put something out there, and people are like, "Oh man, it's cool," and then I'll delete it, and they're like, "He deleted it," but then they remembered the post, so then they're like, "Okay, that's cool." So kind of, it's like a
You're a tease.
psychological,
You're a tease.
basically. You
Yeah,
know,
you're a
I'm
tease.
getting my John Jones on. You know, I'm going to post something and I'm going to delete it. People are going to talk about the deletion just like the post.
As long as
out.
don't get farther than that when you get in the game. You don't need to leave in trouble.
So you're a good tease.
Yeah, well,
Not
What kind of
like,
is there a
not
bad tease like you're scaring me? Yeah, I don't know.
well, yeah, Berto will be here. There is a bad tease.
Yeah,
we'll
never
wait for
mind.
that.
Never mind. And he's growing his beard back. Very angry
Man,
man when he has a
Let's
beard.
be friends.
Yeah.
Tease is the worst. Anyways,
You just fuck yourself for the night, Brian. You know that, right?
I don't care. He can't even speak English.
Right. All right, well, let's move on to the next sponsor. Shout out to Canix. CBD, isolates, distillates.
The best in the biz.
Man, amazing stuff.
Some big stuff going on with those guys right now. I can't really speak on it, but there's some really big some deals in the work. And man, if you've never tried it, go to canx.com. Hit me up on Instagram. Go through Facebook. Send a damn carrier pigeon. I will get some Canix in your hands, and it will help you in one way or another. And if it doesn't, I think you're full of shit.
Right.
So there we go.
Hey, talking about the carrier pigeon, in Peru they used to have this thing called chesky. No, chesky, and the cheskies were these Indian guys, right? And let's say I was the fucking king, and I go deliver message. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
They're
But in
speaking
Peru-
Quechua. They're speaking Quechua.
Okay.
They're speaking Peruvian, right?
Yeah.
And so, go tell king to bring daughter. Is that? Well,
You
anyways,
think he gets messed up like telephone? Like they tell him a message,
yeah.
and then they're like, "Go tell King your daughter." And he's like, "Hey, I need your first son to kill him." Like they might misinterpret.
Hey, it
it.
could
He's
be.
like, hey, I want pepperoni on the pizza.
This dude apparently
Sounds
these guys had master level cardio. They can go high up in the altitude, like they were running full speed, nonstop to the. They delivered the message.
It sounds like the Taliban in Afghanistan, kind of, or the guys that were running around with Osama bin Laden, because he kind of had like a Chechua or whatever you called it, and that's how they tracked him down. Like Osama bin Laden had a guy running out, passing little paper notes, like he's a little, fucking girl in high school or junior high, passing little notes around, and he fucked up, and they let an actual like a non-profit in to take blood samples and stuff to vaccinate people, and that's how they found out Osama was living in a gigantic mansion right by the Pakistan West Point. Holy crap, surprise, right?
Were the notes like, do you like me, circle yes or no?
Could you imagine, like Osama bin Laden living right outside of West Point, nobody knows about it?
Yeah, have you been to Newburgh?
I guess it could happen, right?
Man, what do you think about these dictators and rulers and all this shit? They fuck up. Like if I was Escobar, I'm gonna look at the time.
You kind of look like
Escobar.
Escobar. You look like a young, fucking ambitious Escobar.
Up and
Right?
coming.
He's more Cali Cartel. They're more, more coy, more, well dressed.
Let me hold this mic.
Sorry, you look like a Villa Corda.
Look.
Hey,
Up and coming. Hey, so what I mean is this, man. If I already like, what's that guy the guy from Mexico, the one who fucking he left escaped from jail.
El Chapo.
That guy.
Chapo.
So this dude, man, I would live in an island, have a bunch of cannons all over the place. Like you have billions of dollars.
Wait, hold up. Cannons? Like
Man, whatever.
legit
Old school, like pirate boat cannons.
You know it's 2019, right?
Hey,
Dude, you'd be better with like a fucking like
You have enough
Audi
money-
22.
you have enough money to have everything. But what I'm saying is this: they make the wrong moves.
Yeah.
Like they'll want to use a landline, or they want to use their username, which is El Chapo, real Chapo, and it's verified.
Yeah, real Chapo,
handicap
and
match,
they
how they're
also
all-
geotag
they saw
locations.
our-
Yeah,
You're like, fuck, this dude's got
our
latitude,
Brewing
longitude,
match, now they're
this,
trying
that,
to
shit.
have their moment.
So yeah, I don't get that.
So what was the name of that tribe in Peru you're talking
No,
about?
it's
Chechua.
no Chesky. It's just the
Oh,
Chesky guy.
I don't know where I got that from, guys, but Chechua sounds like
But
that.
Quechua is the indigenous language of
Chesky.
of the people of the indigenous people that live.
Indians is not short for indigenous. I just wanted to put that out there.
Well, I'm making my own remix here.
But
It's a cultural remix. That's good, yeah.
cultural remix. I like it.
Speaking of Cheskis, let's move to our next sponsor, JetSkiPants.com. Not to be confused with CheskyPants.com. That would be weird and try.
Hey, I should get a patch of a Chesky guy.
Yeah, Chesky.
I wonder what that
You gotta keep it real with your ancestry, man.
You should put it on your gi pants to really confuse the hell out of your
I'm not part of their.
Chesky.
That's not my ancestry because I don't have the card.
But you know,
So
it's-
we always know.
But it's like people that live in the north that rep the Confederate flag. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just get down with your people.
Fucking no one knows
Right.
anyways,
Nobody
right?
has any idea.
Right.
Anyways, anyway, shout out JetSkiPants.com. 6-month guarantee, always free shipping. Yeah. So
Rock and roll.
Oh, so I have a question. So we got October 26th. Shit.
Down goes Villacorta.
Hey, so we got October 26th. So now the events are going to be what? Saturday.
Yeah, I mean,
Saturday.
the Friday thing, man, was just more because we had to move the damn dates around so much.
Right.
People, oh, well, I got this event, or I got this, or I got this, and it was just like we had to keep moving it around. The last move we had was either doing it on a Friday or having to wait a month and a half. But we were going to push the June event, into July because then more people would have dropped out, and it was messy, man. A lot of people don't realize the stuff that went on behind the scenes for this the June event. There's a lot of changes, a lot of crazy negotiations, a lot of like last minute buzzer beaters to ensure the show goes on. I mean, a lot of people don't realize, but we did this like a grassroots thing with hardly any money. We put our own money up to get stuff going, and we got some great sponsors and people involved, and and that helped us really take it to the next level. But man, this was all grinding and scraping and just trying to scrap our own name out, get our name legitimate in the scope of things. Now we got Eddie Bravo tagging us on Instagram, calling us one of the promotions to watch. I mean, you got people out in the game that are respecting game, and we've got 2 major events and 3 total events in the game. And that's, it's taken some of these guys 50, 60, 100 events to even get a sniff. And some of these guys are on 50, 60 events and don't even have a sniff. They haven't even got any notoriety. And it's all a testament to us really breaking the mold open, seeing what everybody's doing that's good, borrowing a little from that, but seeing what also is going on bad. Letting your nuts hang.
That's right.
So there was a big gamble, man. We went all in this last event, and now we're on the cusp of a lot of really crazy shit, like life-changing shit for all of us.
2020 is gonna be amazing, man, and you're rocking that Dangle game for sure. So
I'll tell you what, it was like a tsunami, right? It came. You guys are hitting hard, fast, and there's more waves after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got October 26th, Saturday qualifiers. Then we got
December 7th will be Gordon Ryan versus Felipe Pena-3.
Man, I'm excited about that. We got 2 of the best grapplers in the world, right? Here in Houston.
Of all time, even. I mean, these guys have done things you don't see. The old school guys, they may have won this or that, but you don't see guys just running through and winning all the major titles like they've done and all the super fights and all the crazy stuff. I mean, it's really going to be a tough battle because Felipe, honestly, I mean, he's getting up for it because he doesn't want to lose to Gordon, who talks all this shit. But Gordon has more to get up to because he's lost twice. So has more to prove. He's going to train harder. Felipe could be like, I beat the guy twice, I'm not saying he's going to because I think he's going to come in and he's doing our event ADCC and that's it.
He's a professional.
Our event ADCC, he's training his ass off. He's not doing anything else. He's focusing on those.
It's going to be an amazing match.
So,
that's what I'm very, very excited.
Any other confirmed, jiu-jitsu practitioners for December?
Yeah, there's actually, we've got Nicholas Marigali, friend of the show.
I'm trying to get shit out of here, I'm trying to get shit out.
I mean, he's committed to the 16-man bracket. We've got Ricardo Evangelista. We've got Dante Leon, a smaller guy. We've got Saki Bahanese. We've got Keenan, who's committed, or he's not committed, or he's Keenan, whatever. If he wants this fight, he knows he's got it, and he's expressed he likes the deal. So,
where was waiting?
But he's creating. He's starting his own school out there in San Diego now called Legion.
That's right.
10,000 square foot facility. Shout out to Keenan. Matt Byrne podcast said they'd love to have us on as well. So
hey, I got to get this before short term memory, short whatever. Hey, we got to get what's his name, AC Slater.
You've been on that kick for a while.
We need to get him.
Look, he's getting the tags on Instagram.
He really loves.
He just got in trouble.
Man up, AC.
What?
He was talking about saying that, what was it, abortions or something?
No, he said 3-year-olds should not be transgender.
And, I mean, let's go around the table on that. It's a little controversial, but,
shit.
I mean, a 3-year-old should not be identified as transgender because you are not even developed enough to know what male and female is, what sex you prefer, what you don't prefer, and if you have this or that. There's parents out there that have gone out and done hormone replacement therapy for kids as young as 3 because it's not about, we've been trying to have 3, or we've been trying to have a son or having a daughter, and they've had 3 sons or 3 daughters and not what they wanted. So then they get psychologically, you know what? They're my kids. I'll change them how I want them.
Well, what if it's for like competition game? So you know how like in Texas it's very common for people to hold back their kids so that they they could be bigger
with gender.
Yeah, so they'd be bigger.
I'm
holding them back. Yeah, I'm holding him back in 6th grade, so he's a bigger middle schooler. So
that's fucked up.
So what if people are doing that? They're seeing the long game, and they're like, hey. If I make this boy a girl, then he's gonna dominate tennis.
This kid goes, Daddy, G.I. Joe? Nah, son, G.I. Ho.
No, but seriously, with that stuff, like it's already happened. You'll see some articles of like wrestling or like another sport where it's like somebody like transitioned in the middle of the school year, like, oh,
No. The wrestling one, that was confusing.
That was crazy.
No. She transitioned to a boy. She wanted to fight the boys, but they're like, no, you have to fight the girls. And she was on testosterone because she was going through. So she was a girl fighting girls. It wasn't like.
But it was like Gabby Garcia, prime career, doped up with the DECA.
But Gabby Garcia is still a girl.
I blame the sanctioning body for not drug testing those athletes. So I mean that we would have known if they were.
But end of the day, where we're going, so we're not so forward of a society where we could think that 3-year-olds can identify if they want to be a male or female. It's ridiculous.
But parents have always, throughout history, screwed over their kids for some kind of personal gain or agenda. I mean,
you see it in jiu-jitsu too. You see the parents that live through the kids, or the parents that don't even try to get out there and train themselves, that are out there pushing little Johnny and not really doing their things. And then you see the people that are like, oh, well, I had 3 sons, but I really wanted a daughter, so let's turn one of them into a sissy. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, so let's go around. Do we agree with Mr. A.C. Slater or?
This guy, back on the A.C. Slater. Look, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to line up Mario Lopez versus Alan Villacorta.
Who?
You versus Mario Lopez. You want to bring him up so much? How about you fight?
Black belt versus brown, blue belt. That's not fair.
Look, no gi singlet required.
No wrist locks allowed.
Yo, but he can't have that little Jerry curl he had, like fucking.
Well, you can't have any product.
You have your hair.
Don't mess with Zach, man.
You can't have any product if you can't fucking have them all. All right, so. Yeah, so awesome. Shout out to AC Slater and the trouble you're in.
Shout out
about that, buddy. We here at the Fist Strike Podcast would love to have you on here to talk about it.
Man, I think
come through, AC. Come through.
Hit us up on the IG, man. Do it for the
brand. Man, I think we got to talk to Keenan. I know he talked to AC. Keenan, what's up?
Hey, I got a question for you actually. So, what do you guys think about these? Have you all read about there's some school districts in Texas that are talking about drug testing the students, some like middle school, high school students?
No, I mean, dude,
I know it's for sports and everything. But
I think it should be, because you know what? There's high school students that are juiced more to the gills than any pro, because that's where it's pivotal. Their growth spurts, everything's going on there. So if they can get to that next level in college and sustain it, I mean, it's a dirty world, man.
And remember, that's where they get college offers. I mean, at the end of the day, parents want free college.
Yeah, but if you have, like, let's say one state cracking down on it, then that state just
loses all their funding for sports. And all the different subjects.
Just like if the other kids can do it. So just like in the biking, they said if they took everybody out that had done some kind of EPO or whatever, you would have got to like the 300th guy.
Like Ukraine would have been the winners of the Tour de France.
So like,
so if like let's say
Lance
Armstrong was the only one upheld to a different standard, then he just wouldn't have been that great. He wouldn't have been a great amongst other people that are doing the exact same thing.
The difference with him is that he got caught.
I mean, it was because he chugged dick at Cheryl Crow, didn't he?
No,
he was slinging dick at her too.
It's because he sued people that said he was doing it.
And then they just exposed him even more.
If you go after, you sue somebody, you take their money for them saying something you actually did, and then later on in front of Oprah you say, "Yeah, I did it. So what?" That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right. If you look at jiu-jitsu back in early 2000s, even say 2005, 2006, you got these guys looking juiced to whatever the heck you want to know.
Like the gills.
You got, I'm not going to mention any names.
The muscles be popping.
We got, remember that dude, Pablo Popovich?
Oh, man, that guy.
I'm not going to mention
High five to Sailor Man.
Yeah, remember that dude.
I just said it.
When you talk about money, though, people will do a lot of stuff.
People do things for free.
You know what cracks me up the most?
For just being a champion without.
Is these guys are going to Masters divisions, ruining their hormones, doing all this other stuff to go win a $5 medal. You're going out there. You're not going to be a fucking Olympic athlete. You're not going to be that, but you're going to go out there and juice and ravage your body to have an unfair advantage against somebody that you think, how you justify it is, oh, well, everybody's using it. No, not everybody's using it.
It's to get customers, bro.
It's ridiculous.
But think, you can say you're world champ, you're going to get a lot more people to your school.
But how do you feel inside saying, I'm a world champ and I juiced, and that's the only way I can win?
I think these guys don't really care.
It's business.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I think that if you're going out there and you're juicing up to get an unfair advantage, not because you need it, because I know there's guys out there that do need it.
There's some low T dudes.
But the guys that are going out there and purposely juicing because your jiu-jitsu sucks, you can't do it on your own.
It's like that guy who's a fucking pastor and he's fucking cussing everybody out. And
Yeah, but
Fucking
just
everybody.
because you're like stronger,
Let's fuck.
because the steroid stuff just makes you recover faster.
It recovers, builds
But-
muscle faster.
But like, taking steroids make you hit home runs?
yes,
I
No,
think it'll
it's
help.
like hit them longer.
I
No,
think it'll
but-
help if you're at Wrigley Field and it's like 375.
No.
and hit
You're
376.
not. Okay,
Uncork your bat
help
and
you
record
hit a
your
baseball.
arms.
How about that?
No, you got to be skilled.
Hitting
No, but
baseball,
you're in that
right.
major leagues. I mean,
You got to be skilled in jiu-jitsu, but at the same time, if you're able to train more,
But that's the thing.
recover faster, and not get injured, you're going to have
Yeah,
an unfair
it-
advantage.
Look,
over
look,
the
That's
guys.
why it's called performance
The
enhancing,
whole
not
thing of
performance
paying
creating.
people to do this stuff is for entertainment.
I get it.
Astros just had a
Jeff
combined.
Bagwell was juiced.
Well, they had a
Combined
combined.
no-hitter.
That's the most boring game ever.
Jeff
Nobody
Bagwell's
wants.
juiced.
Nobody wants to see a fucking no hitter. On
No,
top of
it's
that, 2 no hitters. Who wants to sit through that game?
Nobody.
Who wants to see a home run derby?
But then make it
No, honestly,
fucking make
by
it.
pitch.
You know what? Make it fucking legal for everybody. Then don't sit
Right.
here
It
and have
is.
some people doing it and have
Just-
some people don't do it.
Dude,
Everyone's doing it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I would not. I don't.
Everyone's
think, I don't
doing
think
it.
everybody's doing it. I think there's a
No,
good percentage.
everyone
of
is doing it.
I think the people who are serious about it and actually have the position to make money off it are doing it.
It's for entertainment, and if people on it are more entertaining, like Lance Armstrong breaking fucking records,
Mark McGuire hitting
People-
800-foot
Yeah.
fucking home runs.
Conseco,
all
bro,
of that
Marx
is
Brothers.
exciting.
I get it.
2
I'm
juice
excited.
guys trying to tear each other's limbs off. That's exciting.
We're just 2 dudes
Man, but
giving each other shots
but-
in the ass.
I'm thinking if I'm Ken
What's up, man?
Satro,
And the sport
We
will
got
never
like-
grow
We'll grab
if it's boring because you have all these old people that can't recover from the last armbar.
Well, look, that's one way to look at it. But the other way is if you're doing a sport that's a hobby for most people. I mean, if you're going out and you're in your highlight of your years to go win World Masters, and the only way you can do that is by juicing to the gills and getting all ripped up and stuff for a $5 medal, like your priorities are in the wrong place, man.
What's
Like,
the price of the medal worth juicing?
if you're juicing,
Well, what if
you
they
win a
didn't
medal.
juice-
How you can't? Are you really?
What if they didn't juice for that? They just juiced so they can stay.
We talking about
healthy?
Jamba?
Whoa, damn, bro.
Bamba. We're out here talking
Jamba
about
juice?
Bamba.
Hey, that might
What if they
work.
just juiced?
We talking about smoothie?
I told you it works.
Yeah.
Talking about the Bamba.
Taylor, you should go get yourself a chair. We're not saying no, we're just saying grab your
Dude,
chair.
we got like 5-6 packs in there. That makes sense.
Yeah, we like that.
We all
fucking
brought like
fridge.
2.
Hey, if you want, you can go dump some in the fridge outside.
Save your,
There's
save your
mini
love
boss-
money.
there's
I bought some of
mini
these
bosses
too,
and
which
shit.
I owe you because I've drinking a lot.
You can speak, Alan. We're actually
Yeah.
that's what
You
the
know,
microphone.
I want to let
is
you
for.
guys talk and not
But no, I mean,
interrupt.
but going back into steroids in sports, I think that it's not. It's entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but if there is laws against it, and you're gaming the system, and you can still be happy with yourself after winning, after thinking, I don't know.
Why?
Something like
Why
that.
would steroids be legal? Just like let's say outside of sports.
I think
Why
a
would?
measure.
Why should anybody care that somebody is taking steroids?
Nobody
That's
does.
not.
But if they're not
No,
competing,
it's still illegal,
but
right?
No, it's not. If
Man,
you don't-
No,
if we're talking steroids, are being
Steroids are
prescribed.
illegal. Steroids are illegal.
But if they're being prescribed or there's something going on, I get it. If you have a health reason to take them,
Like if you have like a
Cool.
low testosterone or
That's
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're going out and you're blatantly going to get DECA and Devo and all this other stuff, you get all jacked to go win a $5 medal, get the fuck real, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's name some names. Who are you
it's
talking
funny.
about?
It's funny. I was just recently watching a thing on ESPN where they were talking about like that golden age of like tainted home runs. When was it? Like early 2000s.
Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah. So
McGuire.
Mark
so
McGuire.
they showed Mark McGuire like admitting that he took, and it was funny because it was a Sammy Sosa interview.
Give me a mini boss.
And Sammy Sosa is one of the ones that has never, ever admitted to
I
taking
think
any
it
kind
made
of
his skin
steroids.
turn white. Too.
They
Oh,
almost.
shit.
Sammy Sosa,
Dude,
dude, he looks like a
hella
That's
white.
Michael Jackson's fucking. I
He
don't
looks
know.
like the
He's-
white girls movie.
said-
He's
he
got
said,
too much powder going on.
He said it's because this is what he said in the interview, right? He said it's because he's not. He's like, come on, man, I'm not playing baseball. I'm not. I'm
You know what they told me in the Dominican Republic, because that's where he's from. He said that the darker you are, the less respect you get. So people in the
No, that's
Dominican are
true.
always trying to get lighter skin, and that's why they said Sammy did it to like, so he'd be more thought of and more fluent in the
Yeah.
Dominican, because like, the lighter your skin, the more.
On
You
YouTube,
mean,
on Vice,
Racism's worldwide, man. It sucks.
man, on YouTube, on Vice,
Sucks, bro.
there were I don't know what.
That's
country
just in
they
the
were at.
US.
They were talking about how people wanna. Everyone is doing it. Everyone's bleaching their skin, and so there was a kid. He was like 16, 17. He said like I've been bleaching for the past 4 or 5 years. So
You know what else is weird, man? That fucking creeps me out. Those dudes that do that, what's it, synthol injections in their
that
fucking
looks
muscles,
so
bro.
gross.
That looks
Dude, I
fucking
asked Crew John. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
It's
He was
just
like,
oil, bro.
He
It's
said
like
it's like
cooking oil.
he said it's like dark black oil they
Yeah.
fucking inject into their muscles, and like it looks gross, dude. It looks really gross.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's like
That's disgusting.
it looks like they have a disease, right?
Yeah.
It's just swollen for no reason.
it's all purple and shit.
Yeah.
Professor, you've been in the jiu-jitsu game for 10 plus years.
Uh-huh.
How bad has steroids been in your eyes? I'll give you my opinion after I hear yours, but I want to hear what your thoughts on it. Being
At
a-
a competition level or just
just
like,
in general,
every
his
day?
exposure to it as
Just
a
in
black
general,
belt.
like as far as I know, like I don't go probing into people's business,
Mhm.
and so I don't really think there's anybody that I know personally that takes like steroids or stuff like this in jiu-jitsu. But I heard of it being somewhat prevalent out in the competition scene.
especially in
Now-
MMA.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, so
Absolutely.
like, so in MMA, there's testing for it, right?
But not
So-
at the amateur level in a lot of cases.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like fucking Barry Bonds, right? Where if they're not testing for it and you're using it, then like,
He
what-
created his own special
So,
steroid
like,
to beat
I-
it.
And then,
Balco.
and
Like,
then
it
when
was
you
all-
get caught, you're like, I'm retiring.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
But it's not official.
I've accomplished all I wanted to accomplish
Yeah,
in the
wait,
sport.
we're gonna start testing next year. Oh, I retire this year.
Actually, I know some people that actually
He's like, my head.
we
My
actually
head.
train with them that actually do take steroids, but it's for low testosterone and stuff. So
Well,
Man, that's different.
no, it absolutely is different. It absolutely is different.
If your T is low and they're giving you back up to normal levels,
You're
whatever.
fine, yeah.
You know?
So
That's balancing.
but that's another thing. Like some people's doctor will have them back up to
18-year-old levels.
18-year-old levels, and that's not normal levels for like a 40-something-year-old. You know, so
That's that under the table, like, hey man, wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah.
nudge, get me jacked kind
He's
of
like,
thing.
here
Yeah.
you go. Oh, I slipped. No, but anyways, hey, talking about home runs, what is the highest that they've hit home runs like a baseball player in the past 6 years?
Like
7
numbers
years?
or distance?
Yeah, numbers.
like compared to those years
yeah,
back
because it was
Well,
70 something.
The
two or
year
something.
the year that the Astros won the World Series, there's a lot of home runs then.
But what was the highest in
Well,
the
like,
league?
like on MLB 98 on PlayStation, I hit a lot of them.
So, Professor Allen,
Just
I'm a little
FYI,
confused by a
Just for
question.
that one.
I'm a little confused by a question because you can have like most career home runs, and you can have like most home runs in
It's talking about in a
MLB in a
season. It's
season.
talking about in a season.
MLB in the season.
Yeah, in a season.
I think it was the
Because that-
Mark
those were the-
McGwire.
Yeah, that was the year.
No, no,
before
we-
that.
we
He's
know
saying,
that.
he's saying what has it been since
In
then?
the past
Since
five, 6 years.
Since this whole testing era has
But there's
started.
been more home runs, I think, now than there's ever been. You know, there's
Yeah.
more 30 home run guys on
Well,
teams than
so
there ever.
I think right now it's I think a lot of it is the mental. Like you have these little guys like, well, he looks little, I don't know, Altuve hitting home runs, but it's mental. It's he's in his mind. He's not like it's not these big
That's-
things.
well, before Barry Bonds
Jimmy
broke
Bonds.
it at 73, I think the record was 62 or 63, and then they just blew past it. So I mean, this is right in line where it has been historically. I think.
Got 54. But back when Babe Ruth was playing, like the pitchers sold like vacuum cleaners on the side, you know, like they weren't
Their
like
fastball was like 54 miles.
yeah,
an
they're
hour.
like, oh, here you go, Sonny, or like just
Man, this
Toss
guy
it
has
in
so
there.
much confidence. He's fucking pointing to the fucking stand. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like I just saw this jabroni fucking giving out meat pies in
He's
the,
like,
in the fucking
Jimmy
parking
Smith,
lot.
get the, let me point out to my bitch in fucking third row. It's like, come on.
it's like whenever they're saying like
Everybody else has ever since the payroll. Like, I love seeing that stuff. Like New York would have the biggest payroll in baseball, and then get beat by somebody like the year the Marlins beat them. You remember that?
Yes. Are you a Boston's fan?
I like the Red Sox. I'm an Astros
Did you
fan,
say
but
a Boston's?
A Boston's fan.
Like Boston Market?
Multiple.
I've been to that stadium.
Hey,
Being in
Boston
that stadium
is
is cool, dude. Like
Like
seeing the Green Monster.
Boston team sports.
No, fuck the Patriots.
Okay,
Fuck all
I was
of them.
gonna- yeah.
No.
You just like the Red Sox just because you
I don't
You
even
like
really
to-
like them.
like
Like,
to root against the Yankees.
I just don't like the Yankees. You know.
Well, so the thing that's so interesting about Boston is that in the past 20 years, the Celtics have won 2 championships, the Red Sox have won 2, the Patriots have won 6, and the Bruins have won, I think, 3.
Yeah, they're spoiled.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like a kid growing up in the past 20 years in Boston, I'm excited to see how they deal with their team losing.
Like turning into the Browns or something.
Yes,
you know?
I mean, because
Tom Brady retires, they turn into the Browns.
I feel like that's whenever you find out like the real fan, like the Cleveland Browns fan who is 60, who has watched every game for the past 40
Struggled
years.
like with every loss.
Yeah.
Did you see Baker Mayfield chugging
love that
Miller
guy.
Lite
I love
at,
Baker
at a
Mayfield.
baseball game?
Hey, me and
Who's
Baker
gonna chug one?
Mayfield.
Who's gonna chug one this
Me
podcast?
and Baker Mayfield December.
He's like the Johnny Manziel without the cocaine.
I
really
don't know
like it.
who's gonna
No,
chug a
you-
beer
is that
during
a
the
good
podcast.
Baker?
Me and Baker Mayfield. No,
I think Rick, you gotta lose some weight to get up there.
he's a huge guy.
Well,
Look at that! Look at that fall from 2001 to 2018.
God, yeah, dude, that like
Wow.
you're
Oh,
Wow.
He went from 73 home runs in
Somebody text
2001
49.
to 38
Somebody
last year.
check
Well,
Wow.
So
when
how-
I was in the National
nice.
League, so in the American League, the record
Was
was
it 01 though?
American always had.
48.
Go down to 01 though. Keep going.
like Trout somewhere in there.
52, 57.
A-Rod.
It went up a bit.
A-Rod has
not
been
much
juiced since he came in the league.
But yeah.
But
There's
you know
a-
he's smart. He's like, when I get to 40, let me slow it down. Let me hit some
Oh,
doubles.
but
Was
they
that-
all were. They all were.
A-Rod was juiced to the gill.
A-Rod got. There's a whole documentary about it that Cocaine Cowboys guy did.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And it's all played by little kids, and it talks about how he just was in like the wrong place at the wrong time, and it ended up being like this drug dealer, or this guy, this chiropractor, this like sports medicine guy owed this drug dealer money, and because he didn't pay him, he like basically stole all these documents and just released it and fucked everybody over. And
Like the Panama
Jose
Papers,
Canseco
the Panama
did the
Papers or whatever it's called, the Panama Papers.
which
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little-
elusive Professor Isai in the house.
Oh man. What's up, dude?
always bringing his gallon jug of water.
That's vodka, actually.
Did you already eat the
That's vodka.
chipotle? Holy shit, that guy
kids class.
destroyed a chipotle.
Chipotle, Professor.
Chipolati.
Chipotle.
Chipolati.
So, Professor, what's new in y'all's world? What's going on with everybody? Competitions,
no.
fun stuff, marriages. Coach Ricky, did you get burnt down by your neighbor yet? Did you find
I
him?
did not.
I'm
get
excited.
Did you hear about the face tattoo?
I'm excited to do World's Masters.
I bet you it looks like that hell out
How's
of
your knee? Everything gonna be good?
I got to keep a guy that overdosed on some drug alive for a couple minutes until the cops
Damn.
got there.
Oh, nice. Mouth to mouth?
No,
Kinda.
no, that was my choice. He was
Mouth to
breathing.
ass.
Yeah, not the ass.
Dick the butt.
No, it's
Ass to mouth. Ass to the ass.
man.
Ass to ass.
Have you've seen
Requiem
Requiem for a Dream, right?
Resuscitation.
Yeah.
watch it once
Requiem
and
for
never
the Dream
watch
is
it
the
again.
best like drug, like stay away from
I've never
movie
seen
By best,
ever.
you mean
I called my mom at the end of that movie.
like it's a good movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about?
Requiem for a
Requiem
Dream.
for a Dream.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer
She's,
Connelly.
one of the Wayans.
She shows Bush in that movie.
Marlon Wayans.
Marlon, yeah, that's right.
But he turns into like
She
super
does.
heroin addict. Jared Leto's arm almost falls off.
Yeah, and
Then
Jennifer
interview-
Connelly ends up having to go ass to ass for a bunch of 20-year-old
Shoot.
businessmen who were throwing dollars at her.
That's my cousin,
Who, Jennifer Connelly? Oh,
Miguel Cabrera.
oh.
Milky Cabrera.
Is that real? Are you real on that? No?
This
Oh.
is-
I want to know if there's Jimmy Fox. Oh, never mind. There's that Jimmy Fox dude. I want to know if he's related to Jimmy
Oh, it's just like
Fox.
Isai.
Yeah. No. So I was leaving my house Saturday to go get dinner, and there's a car like sitting in the middle of the road and
Fuck,
everything, and a guy
dude.
laying on the side of it, and another guy kind of helping him. And
Put
we
ass
pulled
to
up, and
ass
got
in
out
there.
and find out what was going on.
Sorry.
And no, this guy was like totally blue and like having seizures and
Ooh,
shit.
there it is.
So,
That's
you
weird.
know, we
Yes.
turned him on his side, kept him going for a little bit.
This guy.
Oh
This guy.
man.
That's it. Yeah. And
It was
Dude,
like he like questioned at first. He goes ass to ass, and
Dude,
then like,
hey,
ass
baby.
to ass.
Ass to ass, and throws the heroin to her.
it's so bad.
Oh
yeah.
man.
That's it. 100% appropriate.
Look at that. Oh man.
Damn, Zach, pause master.
Pause
Nice
master.
master.
And dude, the thing that they're going
He's
ass
like-
asshole was like this big.
He's like,
Exactly.
I've been on this page before.
Yeah.
I know where to go.
I own
He's
the
like
movie.
3-2.
I own the movie as
He
well.
has the page bookmark.
Hey.
They bought the
Why
rights.
is there a
and
star
shit.
next to that?
Why is that thing highlighted?
What the?
Whose phone's taking? Is that you, Ryan?
Sorry, it's my Google Voice.
Google's listening.
She's like, I don't
Who
know.
was
how to
always listening?
ask to ask, Ryan.
I don't know.
Siri's like, I don't know how to do that. How often do you ask Siri if you could do ask to ask with her?
He's like, Ryan, once again.
For the 30th
Hey,
time.
I'll get the car registration renewed tomorrow.
He's like,
Easy.
this is starting to be
Hey, Siri,
sexual
delete my
harassment.
history. Well, yeah, that's so. Anybody know nothing except World Masters coming up? You have a fight in Asia, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's got an MMA fight coming up.
yeah.
Fighting
World's Masters,
1 week,
MMA fight.
2 weeks, 2.5.
Ricky's gonna have some pizza later.
You're gonna go to Italy, get some more pizza.
Hit me up, Ricky.
Dude, I was looking for a grip, and the only thing there was that tire. So I grabbed it.
I rolled with him the other day. And I was
grabbed
like, he's like, I'm gonna put the thickness on you, and he really did. I felt it. There was a lot of thickness there.
He pulled down his pants.
It wasn't ass to ass, right? It wasn't ass to ass.
It was no ass to
No
ass.
ass to ass.
Like we could do like dual donkey guard,
Whoa,
like that.
whoa.
Be like a love bug. stuck to each other's ass.
Inverted scissor
They'd
guard.
probably be like 30 seconds. Or like
Or less.
we restart.
You guys wear
My
spats
legs-
and it's cut in the middle.
This is
like,
because
for
you're
your
just
balls.
that good, Ricky.
He was trying to strangle me.
Oh,
Normally-
World's Masters. There you go.
There you go.
TRT
Hey, by the way,
Masters.
Ricky,
I was-
thick or not, I think you look amazing.
You
I was
do.
looking-
Actually, a little more weight on you. You look
Training
good, man.
today.
You look more stout. No bullshit.
I think you look slim as fuck. So
You look like you're
It's
ready
all
to-
those
He's
slim
like a bigly
rickens.
big guy, you know?
Slim rickens
really,
workouts.
I got to roll with him on Wednesday, so I don't want to beat me up too much. You beat
Like
me
on
up a
ecstasy
lot.
or like physically roll?
I'm just saying, man. We want to bond.
But you're gonna start like around 10, so you come off of it. Like,
You gonna
10
put some
a.m.?
black lights on?
Yeah,
roll,
no, that's what. Yeah, we
Roll balls.
Yeah,
Some Vicks inhalers. Just get after it. Have fun.
Butt
you
stuff.
can probably only buy 2. If you buy one, then you're gonna-
See, Zach's obviously done it. Ryan's over here saying stupid shit. Zach's obviously done it.
I was just leading him down the road. He
Oh.
he crossed it. It's all good.
Zach's like, I'm in.
Hey, they don't call it slim rickens for nothing. And they always hold up 2 fingers whenever they say it.
Slim Rickens, baby, right there, right there.
Oh, now he's separating them.
It's like the Hunger Games. It's their call. It's the Hunger Games call.
It is, yeah.
Scissor rickens.
That's what you're gonna do this stuff.
Hey, so
Wait,
I know
the-
I
wait,
know we
the
were
World
talking
Masters
about
photo.
this earlier, and I know we'll get back, but something that really bothered me over the weekend were the shootings, right? So we got
Paso in Ohio.
El Paso and
It's fucked up.
and
I'm not
then
gonna
shit.
Google
I heard that guy.
Ohio.
I heard the guy that shot up Del Paso was from Dallas.
So yeah, and so
Was he?
this dude,
Yeah, he drove to El Paso because of the higher.
so
Mexican
he had
population.
this whole manifesto and all
So
this shit.
silly.
But one thing that really surprised me was, so he drives to the Ohio guy. Let's start there. This dude goes to the party district to, I guess, have drinks and shit with his sister, and the sister's either boyfriend or friend zone guy who's trying to
Yeah.
like hit it. Anyways, whatever. So they get there together. They separate. I guess I'm assuming when they're parking, right?
Mhm.
When they meet up together, he's already all souped up. So he has a gun or AR or AK, and he had 100
It's an ARK.
bullet yeah, or a mix, right? You know, it's that thing we were talking about where you go, you know. Anyways,
Yeah.
double.
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, it's
Anyways,
fine.
so he had 100 rounds, and so he kills in 30 seconds. He killed 9 people,
Yeah, the Ohio one.
but he killed his sister
That's
too. He killed his sister, and then he tried to shoot the fucking guy trying to, you know.
Yeah.
And then, but he got hurt. He didn't die. Anyways, the cops killed him. But think about that. That's fucking crazy. So I'm at fucking
That's crazy.
SeaWorld on fucking Friday, Saturday, and I'm thinking, if some shit pops off, like, SeaWorld's in San
Leave the wife
Antonio.
behind.
Leave the
Right,
wife behind,
right,
right,
Just
yes.
the guy that did the shooting in Ohio, though, like here's a well-known or unknown fact. He was at a deathcore band called the Minstrel Munchies. It's kind of weird.
It's a weird.
Like that.
Like minstrel, like a minstrel, or like minstrel.
I always heard-
Munchies, like Minstrel Munchies.
Yeah, it's called it's called getting your blood wings.
I thought that was when you got your airborne wings punched to your chest.
Jeez.
No.
What is actual blood wings? What is that about?
So what?
I'm
So
just kidding.
my thing,
I'm
my,
totally
Joker
joking.
smile.
my thing is this.
Yeah.
I'm totally joking.
My thing is this. You got 2 shootings and all this shit. What would be a quick fix? We can go round table. What would be a quick fix? I say just to
Jiu-jitsu.
make. Well, aside from jiu-jitsu, right?
Beat you.
He'll get them.
Arm everybody.
Maybe
Arm
hold
everybody.
a lot of these companies, and I'm not saying it's Walmart's fault, right? It's not. But man, you have a company like Walmart, you have a company like, you know, these big Best Buy and all that shit. They'll get stakeholder letters at the end of the year. You know, we got $59 billion in profit. but we can't afford a fucking
I
armed
saw-
guard security guard in the front.
It's not that, dude. It's the fact that
No, it's money.
that guns are literally super fucking easy.
Well,
to get
but
in
it's
the United
aside
States.
from that.
But that's
Aside-
why is it? Why do you say
no,
aside
what
from
I'm
that?
saying, a quick fix today.
That would be the quick
Well,
fix.
they
Regulate
put
fucking
bulletproof
guns.
backpacks
How about
at
this?
Walmart.
So
How about,
look-
wait. How about this? How many people that have done mass shootings did jujitsu?
No.
Zero.
So if we get
They'd be
everybody
getting
to
pussy.
do
They wouldn't-
jujitsu,
there wouldn't be any mass shooting. But what I'm saying is this: something like if I'm an owner or a
Jiu-jitsu
majority
for everyone.
stakeholder in a big fucking company like Walmart,
They
and I
don't give
say
a fuck about school
They don't
shootings,
care.
dude.
Well, that's
They don't
what
give a
that-
fuck.
exactly because
But
it
that's
would
like a
take money.
socialistic mindset to think that all these big companies should take care of the masses.
Sorry,
What
you
should
guys-
happen is that everybody should be socially responsible to say like, hey, stop putting guns in the hands of fucking crazy people. Stop be a better parent at home. Watch your
look,
kids.
I'm a
So-
dictator,
so look,
so I don't.
So look,
It
this
all starts
is
at home.
this is what I'm agreeing with you because like I'm fucking American. I like to have guns. I like to shoot guns, right? But like it's such a weird thing because people
Look at
cannot
those guns.
people cannot go to that gun argument, right? You're like, well, maybe we should regulate. Oh, but the Second Amendment, like it immediately gets so stupid, and it's like, man, there should be like, if you have certain mental illnesses, you should 100%.
You should have a fucking gun.
You shouldn't have a gun.
But
Right? I think you should have to pass a test, and the test should have to you have to renew it like a driver's license, right?
Yeah.
Like these things
No,
have
of
to
course,
be in
of
place.
course.
Because right now, dude, there was a video on YouTube of a dude that went to a gun show.
Gun
And
shows
he
are
just
the worst.
and he just went and bought a bunch of fucking guns.
That's crazy.
No background check. The guys were just like, hey, you don't have anything in your
Was this in
background, do
Texas?
you? I don't think it was in Texas, but he would like the guys were literally
It
just
probably
like,
was in Texas.
They're-
The gun
Well,
shows
Texas-
are
So what I'm
Texas
saying
has
is
a
this. What I'm saying, and
law
I don't mean to cut you off. What I'm saying is this. I think a lot has to fall on parents as well. And I'm going to give you an example. For example, I know a lot of people who are parents, and you're like, "Hey, your fucking kid's retarded." And, all respect.
Yeah,
he's
no,
fucking
soft
he's
R,
fucking
soft
crazy. Soft R, lowercase.
Yeah.
So
It's a
lowercase,
silent R.
lowercase, and then
He
no
tard.
exclamations.
Say
No,
he
but what I'm
tard.
saying is, the kid's fucking crazy. He's been preaching satanic fucking
been on
this
all
shit.
kinds of medications.
Yeah, everything.
like-
So what I'm saying is this: you tell that to the mom, she's like, "No, he's just in teenage years.
Yeah,
never
we're
diagnosed."
We're gonna keep the shotguns unlocked so my crazy fucking
Correct,
kid
right.
can go
But he already
shoot.
has guns, and his dad has already taught him how to shoot moving targets, how to shoot clay.
He probably
how to-
took- yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So it's a mixture of everything.
If,
Yeah,
the,
so
parent-
look-
if the parents were
so look-
started to be held accountable, like if your kid does a mass shooting and they were easily accessible guns in your house, your ass should be fucking
Right,
charged
yeah,
too.
I
absolutely.
agree.
But look,
You know?
if they did not
That
get
I
the
agree.
if they did not get the guns from their parents, you cannot blame the parents because once this kid turns 18, he's gonna be able to buy whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as he turns 18, there could have been good
Actually, you
parents.
can only get a
They
rifle
could've-
at 18.
Yeah.
You get
Oh,
pistols for
shit.
20.
Oh, god damn it. I have to buy a shotgun.
Well,
instead.
like the medical records, right? When the FBI does a background check to determine if you can get a weapon or not, it should be able to. I mean, all of your state mental hospital records, all these records are centralized now, so you should be able to
It
pull
actually does.
from all of them to get your NCIC
It
or whatever it
actually
is. Your next.
It actually does. So the problem is the reporting based on medical. So
Who was
if
it? I'm
you're
gonna
self-admitted,
You know, have a HIPAA agreement, all that
well,
shit.
no. Let's say no, because that trumps it. Let's say I admit myself.
No,
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna say
hey,
it
you know
first.
what? I need to go. I need to go to the hospital for a little bit, like relax, unwind, cool off, and everything. It might not necessarily get reported that you had been institutionalized, but if you were forcibly institutionalized or medically
Most people are not going to be diagnosed. How many people have ADHD or all that bullshit and never been diagnosed?
Yeah.
I've never been diagnosed.
Yeah, but how
Yo,
many
and
people
I have
I
1,000
think
screen opens
ADHD
within the
is
first
bullshit.
10
I think
minutes
it's
of
bullshit.
but how many people have ADHD and don't shoot up, please?
No, I'm not talking about shooting up places,
Yeah.
but I'm giving you.
But
so
no, but
there's
you're
a
not-
lot of things that aren't undiagnosed.
But why are those kids
Right.
fucked up? It's because of the way they were raised in their environment.
In-
Because when
in
you're brought
addition-
into it,
yeah.
if you have fucked up parents or parents that ignore you, don't give you the attention, or they're not seeing the warning signs
Don't
because they're
teach
too absorbed with their own shit, like it starts at home, man. For
No, I
all
agree.
of this stuff.
I
Yeah,
agree with
for all of
100%
it.
that. Because you always hear about people who are like, hey, we need to make a stricter background.
I think
checks,
it's a
right?
conjunction of home and your normal craziness, right? So, for
Wait,
example,
wait,
like
wait, wait, wait.
I
I want
think.
to hear what Oliver was going to say.
But what I'm saying is, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
no. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
That's
There.
my normal craziness. So what I'm saying is this: let's say you're already out there.
Mhm.
You're already kind of nutty. You're spontaneous, right?
No access to guns.
You're,
You need to-
you're spontaneous. No, you're spontaneous. You're not crazy. You don't want to hurt people, right? But you're spontaneous. You say shit.
Your name's
But then your
Your name's
dad. But then your dad He's a fucking lunatic. He's a fucking hothead. He's always talking shit about people. This, and that. That's going on top of that, right?
That's excuses, man.
So
that's all bullshit excuses.
But it's
There's
the way
plenty of people. There's plenty of people that are raised that way and don't fucking shoot people.
Because he doesn't have the initial crazy. What I'm saying is this: it starts from home on how you're raised, but in addition, it's like saying, "Oh, my son he's fucking stupid. He gets bad grades." Well, maybe he wasn't someone who likes to go to school, finds things attractive, things that.
But what caused him to not want to go to school?
Correct.
Like you got to look at the nature versus nurture. A lot of people come up and it might be in your nature, but it's the way that you're raised. If you have two fucked up parents, or if you're in a bad environment, a lot of us, even in this room, have overcome fucking fucked up childhoods. Yeah. Myself included. So you know what? It doesn't matter. I mean, you create your own way. Everybody goes through shit. But it's how you respond. But not everybody goes down that fucking road to where they're so full of hate and they're so fucked up they want to mow down a school.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you very much.
So my like to kind of piggyback that, I do believe it starts at home. You know, I mean, if you're in a volatile environment, obviously you're going to around volatile surroundings, and it's going to be something that's kind of read into you. But also, I mean, we all are product of our environment. So I mean, we'd be stupid to say that everybody has the same opportunities. That's absolutely not true. But the thing is like everybody deals with shit problems. Everybody deals with like crap things that happen in their life, and the thing is that's okay. It's really how you develop them, and react to that. It's if you learn from something and progress by, you're like, okay, this fucked up. This is why it fucked up. I need to not go that path and retry this one. Then it's okay. It's like, but as far as like guns and shit, I mean, you can be a good parent, and all kids are the meanest motherfuckers.
Oh, no doubt.
Fucking planet.
No doubt.
They lack any form of empathy. They have
words on those kids.
Exactly.
They don't know. They haven't experienced it.
Well, like kids are fucking dumb. They have the mind of a fucking child. Like if there was an adult that said that shit, you would be like, "There's something wrong with that." Yeah, it's not that there's something wrong with kids. They're just age appropriate for being fucked up.
But now imagine, look at all the angles that it comes from. You get it from the computer. You get text messages. You can't escape it anymore.
I don't think.
You get bullied all day at school, and then you go home.
You get bullied all night.
A lot of it is instant gratification. How many times have you watched a YouTube video? And it's going to be a cool video, but it's fucking 4 minutes, and you only got a fucking minute, and the shit's about to come out. And so you just fucking go to the next video, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times,
what kind of videos are you watching?
You're taking a shit. You got the shit. The shit's already halfway out, and it's slimy, and you only got 20 seconds. You don't want to watch a 4-minute video, right?
So what I'm saying, what the fuck is happening?
Someone who suffers from Crohn's.
Right. So what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. Social media is instant gratification. What does someone do when they do a mass shooting, or it could be a mass shooting, or it could be anything?
People react, they're reacting. They're just impulsively doing something without thinking.
In addition,
because I guarantee you, go to all these little crazy fuckers that shut up schools and live. They're sitting in their jails like, what the fuck did I just do? Yeah. They just snapped for a second, and then they came back. And
I think so too. But there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers who come and they'll say this, like this dude that shut up.
You want to know what I think a lot of the problem is? I think humans aren't wired to have access to this much information. So
it's too much.
One, we have access to too much information, and two, we have access to getting to what we think is getting our name out and getting our 15 minutes of fame. So you get these jackals that are like, "Oh, the president said, oh, we need to build walls." Like, I'll kill Mexicans.
But dude, that's crazy because the guy fucking Google Map that drive. All right, Dallas to El Paso. That's not a short drive, right? So this dude was super intent on this, thinking about it the whole time. Like, that's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be signs along the way. Like, look, I'm diagnosed. I have mental illness. Mm-hmm. I take medicine. Right? I've dealt with depression and anger issues. Right? I've shot nobody.
I'm the same way.
I've actually never even fucking hit anybody. When it's come off of this type of shit.
Berto shoot a gun.
It also depends.
Yeah, did Berto shoot it like this? Like this? I
actually had to get a 45-degree mounted sights on my gun just right.
I mean, it also depends what your natural state of mind is, usually what you normally think, and then how you were raised, right? So if you have parents who raised you correct, but you're fucking crazy, right? Man, maybe you fucking balance out.
You're not raised correct if you're fucking crazy. If you're crazy, it's your parents' responsibility to get you under 18. It's their responsibility to get you some help.
So you should know by the age of 18, you're fucking nuts.
But also, y'all are talking about crazy as if it's black and white. Like y'all are crazy.
Correct. Like a
y'all
good
are-
crazy.
Or y'all are normal. No. But there's definitely like a huge scale
Spectrum.
to that.
Yeah.
You're
it's
into
a big
stockings.
spectrum.
You're not
There's a
so-
big disconnect on this.
so, like, you know, a lot of people can say that we are crazy for whatever reason or
Right.
another, right? But like, I think what you're talking about is just a little bit past that. Maybe not a little.
Psychotic almost.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna give you an idea. The Adam Lanza guy, the guy who killed
Oh,
all
that
these fucking
motherfucker,
little
dude.
kids. Look,
Crazy.
this kid was fucking nuts. His mom was like, before she died, right? That he killed her. Before he told her, hey, don't touch me, or that'll be the last time that you lay your hands on me. You know, as a parent, they need to accept. I am a parent right now, and if someone were to say, hey, your kid did this, my natural instinct would be like, no way. That's impossible.
Mhm.
But
not mine.
but what I'm saying,
like,
but
your
it-
kid do this. I'm
but
like,
your
yeah,
kid's
nice
not a
one
bad
for the
kid.
face,
Your
bro.
kid's not a bad kid. But let's say
He's
10,
an asshole
12
right
years
now.
from now, hey, and I'd say, hey, guess what? He slashed my tires and he fucking spray painted some shit on my house. I have him on video.
Yeah.
And you keep going, no,
No,
he
it's
was
not
just-
him.
he's just going through a lot of things at
That's
home.
shitty parenting.
Then that's the problem.
It's
That's
called
not-
enabling. It's called enabling. It's because your parents, instead of wanting to take responsibility for the actions you're doing, they go, oh, they can push it all, bury their heads in the sands, because it's easier to do that than to actually deal with the problem.
Dude, I say it all the
You
time.
know?
Lazy parenting is going to be the bane of our
And
fucking
most
society.
people do the lazy parenting.
It is.
And you made a good point though about the information overload. You've seen a rise in like anxiety disorders and stuff throughout. I mean, people are there's record numbers of people on Xanax and stuff like that because they're not able to handle daily life. And like you said, the information, like it's overload. People are getting all. I've experienced it
Well,
myself.
the thing
Well,
is,
you
we're
see-
more connected than ever before, and also more isolated than ever before.
And you'll sit there on your computer and think you're living a life.
And now you can find a group of other people that are solely interested in all the crazy shit you are.
Get in a Facebook group and shit.
Yeah,
and
and,
just-
and then you can kind of just
Jiu-jitsu.
spool yourself
Yeah.
into
and
insanity.
Professor Isai playing his fucking what is that game you play over there?
Castle Crashers?
The fucking
I think it's Hello Neighbor.
I play. Is it
Sudoku. What's going on here?
Calms his mind.
They're playing.
That's what they call it now.
Clash of
Oh,
Clans?
shit.
I was just
No, but if,
Yeah,
if you come back to all that sort of stuff, like the anxiety disorders, people, developing this and being too connected, people are blurring the virtual reality with reality.
Absolutely.
Like the virtual reality, you can be, you can be, oh, I love Jesus, I love all that and all that. And as soon as you put your phone down, you're beating your wife, you're cheating on your wife, you're
Right.
fucking
You're
doing
using
drugs.
hard
It's
Rs.
such a
That's what
fucking
we're talking
weird.
about, that crazy pastor. I was
Well, and
talking
not only that, when you get the information, nobody ever sorry, I don't say never, but very rarely people post up like, oh man, today was really. Oh
You know?
yeah, I know life is also horrible.
So-
then they feed off each other, or you get, you always see people like sharing their best
I love
moments.
it.
So you can't compare yourself to everybody's best moment.
But
It's highlight reels. It's all
Right.
social media.
Exactly.
I'm willing to argue that the access to all this information, even yes, I agree we have more access to information, but I'm willing to argue that people don't have information overload. What they have is that they like if
misinformation.
yeah
misinformation.
yeah they have misinformation. So like
Like
if-
the wrong information.
yeah, because
Well-
look, we can look up things at will, but if I just ask you, like, let's say I had a trivial question and instead of looking it up, I asked you, right? You don't know that information.
Go on Instagram and say,
So-
ask questions.
So look, you don't know that information directly, right? So you don't retain that information.
Right.
It doesn't need to.
Instead, yeah. So that's my point. So there's not an information overload.
But then you look at stuff like this.
Information access.
If you're saying misinformation, something I've been really into lately has been the Cambridge Analytica thing. Because you know what? They put a fucking personality quiz on the internet, captured over 50 million people's your personality traits, what makes you human, and then they sold the information to the Ted Cruz and the Donald Trump campaign, and they used that data and those analytics to target their information and their message to basically win the election. It's fucking genius. But at the same time, it's scary that they're able to exploit the privacy loopholes in these websites to get all of our information to sell to the highest bidder.
They're
it's
not.
fucked up.
They're not exploiting it.
I don't think that-
They're not exploiting it.
The
Like how they
hacker,
tell
whatever
you
it
to
is.
sign in through
Yeah.
Google or
But
Facebook.
they're not exploiting it. That's the thing. They're giving you the option to, and that's
We're
what
giving
Mark
it to 'em.
Zuckerberg went through when he did.
We're giving
his,
it to 'em.
But it's mass manipulation of the public.
Well, it
It's
is.
the same way in Nazi Germany when you had Goebbels out there saying all this crazy shit to crowds of people, and they believed them because they didn't have anything. This is what's going on because they're targeting.
But
that's
the
the
right information is out there,
No.
right? Because the problem is that people are searching for the answer that they want, not the
But we are
answer.
the outliers. A lot of people, they take what they see as face value. I know plenty of people in my life, they see a link on Facebook. Oh my God, did you hear that Trump fucked a goat? I'm like, no, that's not real.
So it's a lot
Wait,
about with the
you
groups that you hang around with, right? Because if you come and you ask us, hey, what's the best school? Oh, we say this, right? This and this. You know, it's all, and you go outside a group. Oh, it's awesome, Gracie. You know, that you're gonna get that. So it's the same
But
shit.
that's not the same. That's an opinion.
Well,
that's not misinformation.
Correct. So, but if you ask
This is
someone,
deliberate attempts to spread misinformation to sway of an election.
so
one
if
way or another.
someone, if you get a white belt, coming into school, he's like, oh my God, I'm hanging around with all these people, and I go, yeah, there was this guy wasn't named Gracie, his name was Love Street. He's gonna be like, oh, the books
Jeffrey
say Gracie,
Street.
now it's Love Street, it's Jeffrey, like. So it's because you're in a group and it's misinformation.
Damn, Alan.
There we go. He understands.
Jeffrey Love Street, I like
So
that.
you
guy.
said it before.
Professor
That is your alias,
in the
Jeffrey
group,
Love Street.
in the
Professor
group,
Love Street.
in the group that you're in, you will
God
get your
damn it.
information whether it's
I know what
correct
you're trying to
or
say.
not, and you will go with it. And
People
that's what happens
are
with
not
ignorance.
smart enough to look past the surface anymore.
There we go.
They live in an information age of right now. If it's in their face, they're going to read it, and most people aren't going to go Google, hey, Snopes, hey, is this bullshit?
Right.
Is this not? They're just going to be like, hey, man, I saw this article on Trump. He said he raped some chick. It's not real. It's put out by the left to discredit him, and they're not doing any research. It's out through all these under channels. It's
Hey,
bullshit.
real quick, sorry to interrupt.
You can pull that closer
We're gonna have a.
You can pull it closer to you, not move closer.
Cup
to
the
it.
balls like this. Cup like this.
Damn.
Like this.
Left abdominal.
We're gonna have a
Needs
seminar.
That's not Russian twist.
I think we're gonna have a seminar. I don't know what date.
You and
But
Berto?
it's gonna be Professor Jeffrey Love Street.
I love it.
Shit.
And then he's gonna
Is
come.
it going to be his laying pipe seminar? Because
No.
Jeffrey Love Street sounds like he lays a pipe.
Dude, his weed comes in all sweaty and shit. Wrong gi top. It's like opposite colored pants.
Dude, Jeffrey Love Street's got weird names. Like, he doesn't call it guard, he calls it missionary.
he comes
doesn't
in-
call it,
He
like,
doesn't call donkey guard, he calls it
It's a
doggy
no-gi
style.
seminar.
it's
Everyone
not
has to
turtle,
wear
it's
dress
fucking,
shirts.
yeah.
It's a no-gi seminar. Everyone has to wear dress shirts.
Oh, shit.
Or Hawaiian.
What about a Hawaiian shirt?
Oh,
Actually,
Hawaiian shirts. dude.
3CG
I tried
Hawaiian shirts
today.
are coming.
Really?
They're coming very soon.
Can I get in on this?
Professor Love Streets has a Hawaiian gi.
Probably.
No, the inner
Professor
lining
Love Street
is some
is-
silk
I mean,
fucking Hawaiian shit. Like the inner lining, right? Yeah.
ooh, I like that. Inner lining Hawaiian.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
sweet. We should look into that.
Gracie Baja, make it happen. We can't wear anything else. We can't wear anything else.
Every day Pahana, except Sundays we relax.
Speaking of killers, I watched.
If you get a sniff of its Hawaiian breeze right by the armpits.
Dude, Zodiac's
Yeah,
wild,
that's a
man.
good movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Jake Gyllenhaal, he's the Zodiac killer. He's
That
like
has
the
a
reporter.
Mark Ruffalo on it.
Yeah, Ruffalo.
Dude, you want to hear something funny? I have like a big pair of like glasses, really dorky looking, but they're really good
American
because,
Hustle.
because I get a really wide range of vision, right? So one time I had lost.
My FOV has
So
increased.
yeah, so
The
one
bigger the
time.
glasses.
So this is
It's like
before I
selecting
had.
scopes.
This is
for
before I had
his
my my Malcolm X's, right?
Me too.
I had some slim ones, and I couldn't find them, right? I lost them, so I wore my really dorky ones to work, right? And
Mix it up, Oliver. Let me something else.
And then Professor Drake goes, "Hey man, start wearing your contacts. You look like the freaking Zodiac killer." And I'm like, nobody
Let me get
knew
a-
what he looked like.
hazy,
Like,
hazy.
how do I look like the Zodiac killer? But apparently, if you pull up the Google, like, yeah, he has like really
Hey.
big spectacles.
Hey, the last guy they caught was the BTK killer. He
The
was creepy.
bind, tie, and kill. That guy, he went like, I think 9 or 10 years without killing somebody. Came back, killed somebody, and got caught. Like, what kind of shit is
BTK
that?
killer?
The bind, tie, kill?
Yeah.
Wait, is this recent?
No, this
No,
was like in the
it's-
late
He
90s.
got caught. He got caught. Oh shit. He got caught like in 2000.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It was
Speaking
Ted
of
Cruz.
misinformation,
It looks like
yeah,
Timothy
speaking of
McVeigh that did, like,
misinformation,
Oklahoma City.
Well, you know what someone is? Someone like got
Ted Cruz like someone's behind them
They're
and
like,
they did
yeah, I
something
saw
else.
that
Like,
motherfucker
he's
with
kind of
my
happy, but
Ted
he's kind of
Cruz.
confused.
Do not put my picture up there with Ted Cruz. I've been told the
You
comparison.
do have a Ted Cruz approach to life.
I'm
bro.
100%
Like, physically.
American.
Are you? Hold up. Can we get a side by side of Brian
Ted Cruz is
and
fucking retarded. I'm telling you.
like with a hard R or a soft R?
Super hard R.
Super hard. All right.
It looks like it's sitting on.
We do a Brazilian style, call him a heat card. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I'll play it. So no, I do eventually want to see a side by side with Ted Cruz.
No.
Okay.
Marvel superheroes.
Well, you know that's how they started, right? They all got together to find the Zodiac thing. They're like, fuck, bro, we should really make a job of this.
All three of them,
Iron Man
because-
and Mysterio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we're kind of good at this shit.
So serial killers, that's kind of like something I've always been into. Like it's
Really? I don't know if you know, but Alan's actually interested.
He is a
in
serial
missing
killer.
people.
No, I'm not talking about missing people. I'm
Oh.
talking about
I mean,
motherfuckers
I'm
like
kind of
John Wayne
into that.
Gacy,
He's like, we know
you
where
know,
they're at.
Jeffrey Dahmer, like all those weird twisted motherfuckers.
Dude, I like
Oh, that's
Ed
interesting.
Gein's skin suit.
Ed
motherfucker.
Gein was crazy.
That takes some time.
Oh yeah.
How he got caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got caught.
Did you say the Ghostface killer?
No.
Oh, I thought it was going to put it up.
Golden State. He was the one. Yeah.
It was like off of one of those 23andMe things.
No
Really?
shit.
Oh
Damn.
dude!
Oh, he turned in his he's trying to get his family tree or his genealogy.
Somebody.
Yeah, I read about that.
So I read something about a guy that used to have like a 18-wheeler,
Different
like a
Ryan
trailer,
McGuire.
and he pretty much used it to torture people. And he would just go
What?
across
A
the country.
trailer?
Yeah, like an 18-wheeler. And the only reason they caught him was because a cop did like a traffic stop on him like real late at night because he was parked off to the side. It was just like a semi on the side, and the cop just did a traffic stop to see what was happening.
Fuck you,
And
Zach.
they opened the back, and he was back there like fucking killing somebody in his trailer, and that's how they caught him.
Robert Ben Rhodes. That was the guy.
You remember like the
Truck stop killer.
Yeah.
There was like the real notorious serial killer that happened in Pasadena. Remember they like call him the chocolate, the real Candyman killer or whatever from Houston, and that like, killed like 18
No shit.
young boys. They caught
It
him
was
in
on
like
Halloween.
Yeah, they caught him in Pasadena off Spencer Highway.
How soon? How long ago was this?
Dr.
Hold
Flood.
on,
Let me pull that up.
I think
It's
it was either late 90s or early 2000s.
It's like that
Pasadena.
Toddville shit down in Seabrook, man. Toddville Mansion.
So,
I remember.
okay, no, look,
Yeah,
I've
Toddville.
heard
Dean-
it was Dean Coral and Elmer Wayne Henley.
What was he called?
Dude, anybody
It was-
with three names, like, avoid that.
In the
motherfucker.
70s,
Anybody
in the
who-
70s,
well, no,
that happened.
I mean, everyone has three names.
No, anybody who goes by
Well,
three
so
names.
it's, look, the reason
Oliver
why they're
Peter
being
Long?
listed, the reason why they're listed by three names is because it's a government like name.
But dude, I read somewhere it's like, was it like presidential, like successful presidential assassins are always referred to by three names, like.
Because it's a government name.
And it's also identifiable. So if you just say, "Oh, John Smith," you fucking dick.
Ah, shit.
Ryan, are you related to Ted Cruz?
Hey, I'll take it. Whatever.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like he doesn't like. I don't know what he's
Where's-
looking at.
where's
Right
he
now.
looking? Yeah,
what would
where-
he be looking at if he's
where is
looking
he
at?
looking?
He's looking at Ryan.
He's
looking
looking at me about the
So
teabag.
his eyes are squinting because he doesn't
Ryan looks like
know.
looking at some fat ass, and he's like,
That was my fucking
yeah.
engagement pictures, guys. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Who did
I'm
those
looking at my
pictures?
beautiful future wife.
He's got a weird beard now because the color like on his handlebar.
It was the Photoshop. My beard's fucking.
No, he's
awesome.
not. He's
no,
probably,
I'm
he's
talking
probably
about Ted
squinting
Cruz.
because
Oh, look at
you
him.
don't look like your transformation picture.
Ted Cruz in that picture.
Hey,
Ted
speaking
Cruz
of-
with the beard looks like
he's
the
got
dude
a
who
weird
sells you like
beard.
different
Speaking
flavored
of
beef jerky.
Professor Berto, you ever since your fat shaming incident about 5 weeks ago, I've dropped 23 pounds.
Congratulations.
You've inspired him, bro.
I'm back
Now,
into saying
What are you gonna do with the other 100?
I got a little bit to go, but at 23, at least by Christmas I should have it off. Nah, but I'm coming
It's Christmas.
next Christmas.
Oh. Like
No,
no,
but-
Druid Christmas?
I want to see the Ryan that was in that photo.
Which
That's
one?
why Ted Cruz was squinting.
No, that was Ted Cruz actually.
Look at me, man. That's a rough picture.
Damn, dude.
That was that little jacket I wore for the last one that didn't fit me.
That's
And
a
everybody was
really
like,
good jacket.
everybody's like, "Hey, that jacket looks great," and I'm like, I feel like Chris Farley, that guy. in a
Dude,
little
that
coat.
jacket
I'm
actually
just walking around like this, can't even like move my arms.
You still look skinnier
looks
there than
good.
you do now.
Yeah, I mean that was
Ryan. I think
before
he
the
was amazing.
marriage. After the marriage, all the hell, dude. All that good.
Hey, I
Loving
want
and-
to ask you something. How's that pupper doing?
Doing great. Jackson's
Is
the
that-
best.
you
He's
got
the
a dog,
best boy
right?
in the
So
world.
I see
You got
you
a dog
got
since we got
you got
here.
the little scratch. Was that a tooth or was that a
Well,
nail?
No, it was the nail. Like he's the best dog ever. I mean, he's great. I mean, but he's a little rough when he plays. He's half pit bull, half Labrador.
How big is he? How many pounds?
He's probably, I'd say probably like 40 pounds.
I'm assuming you've taken him to
He's
the
about
vet.
Max's size.
What do they think he's gonna max out at?
That's it. He's 3 years
Oh,
old.
really?
He's
Oh,
3.
he's there then.
He's
Oh,
3, yeah.
cool.
So he's a great dog. I mean, he gets anxiety because when they found him, like animal control did, he had been like down to like hardly nothing, and stuck in a crate
Yeah.
with 6 other dogs, like a really small crate. So they
good
seized-
on you for rescue, bro.
He's a great dog, man. And his name's Jax, like Max. I didn't try to copy
Man,
Birdo.
crack that
Dude,
brew open and give yourself a little swig.
What do you call
That's
it?
the hazy.
what do you call it? What was I gonna say? When I saw that, I related to you. One thing that happened with when I first got Max, because Max is the same way. He's really playful, really friendly.
That's how he is.
But like, dude, Max weighs 55 pounds. I swear his head weighs like 30.
That's how
It's
my
like,
dog is.
he's
Yeah, it's
all
huge
head.
head.
It's like a
And,
bobblehead.
and so one time, like, I was messing with him, and he like lunged at me to lick me, right? But he fucking just hit me with the front of his mouth, and like he busted the inside of my lip because his fucking huge ass head.
You can't see it when we first got him. He cut me on my foot from here all the way to here because he didn't have his nails trimmed yet.
Ooh.
So we took him and finally got him clipped, but he cut my foot all the way, probably about that big.
Dude, Max is super good about letting us like trim his nails. I bought the rotor one. The one that's just like it's just instead of the clipper. So like I just put, it's really cool. You just put the nail in there, turn it on. And
It's like a pencil sharpener for dog nails.
there you go. Pencil
But,
sharpener
like
for dog
Lisa was
nails.
worried about it because it was like real dark near his nails, and she was afraid to be like blood. Or
Does he
something.
have like white claws or black?
But he just had really long black claws.
If you,
It was
look on,
weird.
if you look on the underneath, it'll be lighter colored. You'll see the vein that goes through. As long as you cut before the vein.
I don't know
think
what
it's-
the fuck
dude,
I'm doing.
I think
with
it's crazy that like if you go too far on their claw,
There's a vein.
like they could bleed out.
Yeah.
Like it
Well,
That's
would
what I mean.
black.
Like, they took it to
there's
Petco and said, trim his shit. I don't want to do
Yeah,
it.
like
there's
I-
a vein that goes through.
Dude, when
it,
I
and
first
just
found that
different
out, I
vein
thought that
Does
was
it look like
insane.
that?
Like a dog
End of
can,
a shrimp.
It's so
like a
fast.
dog can die
That's
because
not
you trim its
shit, bro.
nails too close.
A shrimp.
You don't shit out his paw.
It is-
You might shit out his paw.
But it looks like that little thing from the
Kind of.
shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh, the crawfish, the little black line.
Yeah.
Poop shoot, bro.
The poop
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
You get a hold of some crawfish that weren't perched correctly, it'll end your life.
Why?
If you get in there, dude, you see like a buildup of
You
poop.
just
and
pull it out and fucking eat the crawfish.
Pull it out. Who
It
wants to
blends
do
in
that?
with the
Suck
seasoning,
that
right?
fucking head,
Dude.
bro.
It was in boiling hot water. It's fine.
No,
You're
that's a
okay.
lot of poo. Like you crack the tail, it's a fucking.
No, what's in you
pile
is a
of
lot
shit.
of poo. That
No,
thing is really small.
And I'm gonna add more into it. But I'm just saying, like Zach eats them really fast. So I've seen Zach slobber down some like super poopy crawfish.
Hey, so quick thing,
Very,
Brian. So
yeah,
we
you know,
we got
it's a
we got an
Lamborghini
event
space.
coming October, one in December. What can you tell us about the upcoming year? And
we're
what
actually-
other-
we're actually
Before
moving-
December.
Actually, guys, we had so much success. We're moving to an all nude event moving forward. That's what we were trying out.
All
No-
new?
Nude, like naked. That's why we had no kids. We wanted to see how adults mingled and stuff.
So we're doing no.
Is that where you wear
No,
Yeah.
no,
Is that where you wear
no,
spats?
no,
The
nothing.
first Commando Combat Champion.
Exactly. So if you go north south,
CCC.
you're getting teabagged by
Yeah.
another man.
You wear you can wear spats, but you got to cut out the crotch.
no
area.
spats.
No, biting is allowed.
But, yeah, and
Well,
I'm just kidding.
No, biting is allowed.
no biting, but you can do gummies. You can be like.
You know what? Honestly, right now with the way Third Coast
Just
is,
saying.
the Third Coast stuff is so
No,
crazy
it's-
right now. There's so many like Zach can tell you. I mean, we're in contract negotiations. There's a lot of.
I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I didn't ask if Berto cared, but I'm
Hey,
glad he offered his
You
opinion.
ready? You ready? You're fighting. Oh, dude.
No,
Did
he's
you feel
Throw
good.
that?
yourself open.
Did you feel that, bro? Slim Rickin's paying off.
But he says he doesn't care, but he'll be like, hey, am I reffing the next one, Ryan? I don't care though, but am I reffing it? I don't care at all.
I'll
I'm
do
just
it.
gonna ref.
You know what the
I
funny
think
thing
he
is?
said. I think the ref right there. I think he's hurt.
You know
can I
what's-
go in for him?
You know what's funny though?
No, that was our fucking MC. I'm too drunk to do my job. Hold on,
Are you
Ryan.
kidding me?
You remember that shit?
I was
Like
there.
during Mike Perez's fight, the MC just disappeared,
Oh, dude.
and I had to grab the mic and announce the winner. I was so fucking
dude.
pissed.
For the record, you did amazing.
Dude, Ryan was sitting next to me and like, oh, submission. Everybody's just like, where the fuck is the announcer? It's just like, and I just started.
No, I actually remember that. Like, to his defense, he was like, dude, I'm about to piss myself.
And he was
You
like,
want to know why? Because he had 3 fucking double docks before that, and that motherfucker was drunk.
he goes.
That's
dude,
why.
He goes. Every fight has gone the distance. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
And every fight did not go the
That's
distance.
the one.
No, not every fight went the distance, but
that was,
like,
I think that was the quickest
No,
one.
No, it was 30 seconds.
Super quick,
I think
bro.
It was 30 seconds.
I think
You
that was
picked
the
the wrong
safest.
time to go
I think that
for it.
was the safest time to do it. Like if you are in his position and you're about to piss yourself,
He doesn't know.
the start of a match is probably the best.
But it's
time.
not right when you come back from fucking intermission when you already had a 15-minute
If
break.
you're the announcer,
Was
you
it
have
right
to
after
piss
intermission?
yourself.
Yes, Mike
You know what?
Perez's fight was the second fight after
You
after
take
intermission.
that one for the team and you piss on the corner of the fucking stage and you walk.
But you know what? In his defense, he did a great job for us. We moved on to Zach United from 94.5 The Buzz, 100.3. He's coming in. He's doing our.
Zach, man, I actually met him once back in the day. He probably doesn't remember me, but
He told me he remembers you. He said you had more hair though, so I don't know.
the funny thing is, I didn't actually have a lesson. This is what transplants.
What was he looking at? Anyways, can I get a figure?
Well, I mean, it was Cox Out Rocks. I think it was a concert they were putting on.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, but hey, shit's going good. Just a lot of weird, crazy contract stuff we can't really talk about.
That's good though.
And it's going to change the whole direction of the company. I mean, for
I'm
better.
Excited, man.
Either way.
I'm excited. To be a
So
part
what
of this.
are your plans for the company, and what are you wanting to achieve?
I
He just said he didn't talk about it.
honestly,
Hey,
I'm
he
going
said
to say something.
But if you would know about commentating, you would know, or hosting, you would know that I'm trying to get things done.
Hey, here's the deal.
No
Like I told
means
Ricky
no.
earlier,
No means no.
I don't really give a fuck to talk about Third Coast right now because that's
There
all
we
I
go.
do all
Yeah,
day.
mine
I want to
just-
come in here and talk about what's hot, what's going on in the world.
BTK.
Damn, bro.
I don't give a fuck about
Right,
Third Coast right
what
now.
is the new move in jiu-jitsu you working on? What are you trying
Yeah.
to What are you trying to master? Huh?
How about this? How about
The
this?
Barambolo.
Let's
That's all day.
Let's do a
every day.
round table. What's everybody working on? Because we know Ricky's got a competition coming up. He's got a fight coming up.
You have a competition going on?
Asia, bro.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna go do
It's
the
a whole
sumo
country.
open, the sumo national.
He's fighting all the Asians.
He's got all the
Sumo national. He's gonna go fight the Asians in sumo.
all of the Asians equal his
You know,
He's
weight.
representing the Northeast
Yeah,
region.
speaking of this, this reminds me of something that I saw on the internet. It was like there was a thing about like it says like Hispanics, right? And it said, hey, we're not
Racist.
we're not from Mexico. Like I'm from this country, or I'm from this country, right? So this is the thing that like Hispanic people always try to make, try to let you know what
That's
country they're from, so that you're not politically incorrect. But also, it pointed out that Hispanic people generally call all Asian people chinito. Like,
That is
like-
so racist.
And that's fucking racist
That
as
is
fuck.
so racist.
But like we're so righteous about
Chinito
like,
way.
hey bro, I'm from Peru, alright? I'm not from Mexico.
No, y'all like I said. I thought Berto was from Mexico, and I was like, yeah, we'll have you and Tito, you'll have so be Mexico versus this. He's like, I'm El Salvadorian, bro. I'm like,
Aren't you
what
guys?
the fuck? Like, isn't it the same shit?
Is it El Salvador?
He's saying I'm not Hispanic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
El Salvador.
So-
Pupusas?
Now that I know that, I like
He's
it.
using the bleach from
Okay.
Saloon.
like it's a small little store where you can get produce,
Mhm.
right? But they also like make like tacos and stuff in the morning.
Yeah.
They hand make pupusas to order early in the morning.
Ricky.
Ricky should
You
bring
would
some.
never want to call somebody.
I gotta make weight.
You never want to call somebody a mojito with curded coconut milk.
My,
I mean, you can call somebody a mojito if they got some like mint in.
if they're minty.
A chunquito. A chunquito.
Mojito.
What's a
Chunquito.
chunquito?
Why does this drink have
Chunquito, I'll take it. Call me
What
Chunquito.
was the name of that you never wanted to call?
Chinito.
Oh,
That's what we say.
Joto.
No, we're saying chinito, dude.
Yeah,
My,
you
uh,
typed in the same exact thing.
My Hispanic relative.
Choose-
I-
put it
Joto,
to the
eh.
I. Instead of the U, the I.
Chinito.
I think CHI.
Chinito. Hold on, me sexy pie.
But hey, go Google.
Hey, my sexy
No,
Chinese
you know what?
daddy.
You know what?
Urban Dictionaries have the best
No,
examples.
Hispanic people like to put the white man out as the most racist, but they call white people güero. Google that shit.
Hey,
and look
no,
at this little
Zach.
chinito.
Zach,
We're not
please,
racist.
no, hold on,
So
hold
look
on.
at the second
But that would
interaction.
be from Mexico. I mean,
So look at the second interaction. It says mom 1. She's 2 months old now.
Oh,
Mom 2. Oh, que linda. Look at this precious chinita.
Hey Zach,
They do that.
Zach,
Oh.
do Urban Dictionary Ryan. Just Urban Dictionary his name. See if it matches his personality.
It's fucking.
He took down the website.
Why you gotta put my name in there?
He told me to.
Okay,
You're the
Ryan
guest.
is a cute boy.
Oh, yeah.
Who's very shy and quiet at
That's
first.
not true.
No.
But when you get to know him, he's very friendly and doing.
I'm very
What does it say?
doting. I'm very doting.
I was like, what is he doing? Eating?
Sexy voice. That backfired, didn't it?
Let's see, Rick.
Bow!
An amazing, down-to-earth guy. You can count on him for anything. That is true.
That's
That's
very
actually
true.
pretty accurate.
Damn,
Pretty
bro.
accurate. Let's get everybody in here. Let's do
It's
everybody.
like-
It's, wait. It says he's very conceited.
It's like
but he's cute with it. He's cute with it.
Not only does he always
Listen,
look good,
listen. We gotta read the
but he has a
examples.
kind heart.
You gotta
What
read
is
the example.
Have you met Ricky? He's such
Oh.
a hunk.
I like this. It says he's smart ASF, both in the books and on the street. Smart as fuck, bro.
What is it?
Like,
I wish I could find
the
someone like
internet
Ricky.
The internet's swiped right on you,
Wait.
Ricky.
What's the example below the first one?
Oliver. Oh
God damn
shit.
it.
Here we go.
Fuck, dickhead. Fat fuck.
I gotta look up Tabby Cat.
You're a
He's
smooth
like,
cat there, buddy.
Heathcliff a little bit.
Fucking Garfield in the house.
He's like one of the sleazy gang guys.
An older woman who chases after younger gay men.
All
day! All day!
This is awesome.
You got, nah, it's all fun and games, but look at the fucking 5 motherfuckers I'm sitting around you. Fucking gay man.
He's like my dream is
Right?
completed.
Here I am doing my fucking thing.
That all that.
Oh, read
That
the
all-
examples for Tabby Cat.
Hashtag cougar. Hashtag tabby. Hashtag fag hag.
Whoa.
Hashtag where my boys at.
Bro, I'm honestly.
Pull your dick out.
Who's that woman you were with? I thought you were gay. That's just my Tabby.
She pays the bills.
That's shit.
All right, let's get a Roberto. Get a Roberto in there.
What, you
Let's
want
see.
to show my
Let's
full
get a
name?
Roberto.
Roberto? Okay.
We'll give
I'm
you
sure Berto's in there also.
It better be, man.
Roberto.
Is a simply an awesome person who everyone cannot help but. Oh, this is already
False.
It's only a pleasure to be. Oh, fuck that.
It's only,
Once in life, so consider yourself. Oh, fuck that.
he must have wrote this shit. He must have wrote this
Fuck
shit.
that.
Put in Berto.
They're
Yeah,
asking Helen Keller to write that in
I know.
That's fucking insane.
Roberto is someone who enjoys and loves to eat cement. You didn't hear the crunch of a Roberto from miles away? What kind of shit is
That's
that?
where the medication comes in.
Yeah,
You know what's real fucked up? You know what's fucked up?
Fucking
That
cement
that one's
choker.
more fucking relatable than the first one.
Did you see
Berto's
Bert?
a dick.
Look at the example. Did you see Berto bring cement for lunch again? He had this contract.
That is the most literal example definition ever. That's fucking insane. Look,
at the
number
bottom
2,
one. Look at the
Berto.
Oh,
The coolest
shit.
guy in the world. I wish I was
Berto.
Berto.
He
Fucking fuck wrote
He has a
this.
cement
But look
stash.
how many thumbs down and look how many thumbs up for the first one. 5-0. I like the ratio.
Dude, the
Okay,
other one
so
has
hold
no,
on.
wait. The other one
Dude,
has
you're about to be
two-
Professor Cement Eater.
We gotta do Zach, Alan, and Isai.
Yep.
Who's
Yeah.
next?
Zach. A
Zach.
dumbass who is smart. Zach is
He likes doing stupid shit and hanging out with friends. Zach is normally popular and funny. Zach can be a dick too, but
accurate.
2
This
is
is
actually spelled
accurate.
This is the
Get
most
later.
accurate one yet.
Zach, you want to hang out?
Fuck you.
I love it.
Someone is annoying Zach. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh,
Hey, what the
Zach.
fuck is it?
8 goddamn plus, bro.
I
8
love it.
goddamn
Hey, let's go to
plus.
the second one. A rugged male who can be moody and very independent, but he's also sweet and super
What the
considerate.
fuck? That's
What
all
is this?
ADHD.
He'll
type
show
shit.
genuine interest and respect in people he cares
That's
about.
pretty accurate.
Dude,
too.
this is actually really
Well,
accurate.
Did your wife write that?
He can get distant at times, but he will always
Shit.
support you, even from
This is
afar.
like my personality test.
This is,
Dude, that was like the one.
Zach's
Me and
profile
Zach
on
did like
Tinder.
these like personality things for the company.
Damn,
just to see.
dude.
Man, it was pretty crazy. Go look at
That's
the,
all
right.
the Briggs Meyer
so
personality
they
test.
pegged me on both.
Yeah,
Anyway.
dude, nailed it.
Let's see what Alan's up to.
Isai, they're gonna be
Shit,
like,
I'm
let's
worried
do it.
about this shit.
Alan is a very lovable. He tends to show a lot of affection, also spelled wrong, and has also spelled wrong, many ways to say "I love you" with his eyes. Look at me, brother. Take those.
That's why I always cover. That's why I always cover.
He's our first blind member. He doesn't see shit.
Hey, let me get my beer. Let me get my beer.
If Alan showed up here with his glasses off, we would all be
Hey,
swooning.
the people from Flow Grappling were like, "Hey, so we got a question, and don't take this the wrong way,
Right.
but is one of your commentary team are they blind?" I was like, no, he's not blind. They're like, he needs to lose his sunglasses. It's
Yeah.
kind of creepy.
Bro,
The
his
example, no.
future's just
Look,
so
the
bright.
example says he pulled 4 hoes last night, and someone said
Um,
he tapped my girl.
Alan is a goddess of love.
Bro,
Alan is
Alan,
a goddess
Alan.
of love.
if you don't,
Oh,
if
shit.
you don't show up to class with
Oh
goddess
my
of
God.
love on your
That's
fucking
what happens
beat,
when sunglasses
Bro,
are off. Baby.
hold up, time out. We've got 2 black belt professors here.
Oh
Can
my
we donate
God.
Alan a nickname of goddess of
Oh
love?
my
Goddess-
god.
Goddess of love.
That's
Hey, but
that's a little much.
Alan, the goddess of love.
who comes
Villacota.
up with this? Taps for.
Hey, let's see the second one. Go to the second
I
one.
like. How about Professor Tap Your
I want to
Girl?
see number 2.
Oh,
Cool.
Professor Tap Your Girl.
Professor Tap Your Girl.
You can do that.
Hey,
do that.
hey, when you go into
Hair
the
proofs.
when you go into the club, just Alan it. Be like that. Be cool. Act cool. Be cool. You wrote this shit, didn't you, motherfucker?
Oh shit. That's
Antonyms.
Look at all the
Anti-cool.
misspellings.
Hey, I like this one.
God.
on top. Look, get an Allen mug for your Uncle Callisto, bro.
Callisto, what's up?
That's a double Elvis was cut.
All right, now let's get Isai real quick.
Oh shit.
Isai, come
Let's
on,
get
man.
Isai.
That's
You want
just like
to do Isai or Fernando?
name wasn't found.
Fernando.
Oh,
Name
dude,
for
for
an
a man with
amazing
the
man
with
with
the
the-
sweetest heart.
Oh shit,
Man with the sweetest heart. Someone who seems
shit.
quiet and harsh on the outside, but only puts up that wall to hide the sensitive, loving, pure heart that he has. We're on to you now, motherfucker!
Your secret's out.
We are on to you!
Use a sensitive man on the inside.
Hey, look! The second one. A
That
good,
guy looking at it.
look at the second
Nino.
one. A good Nino. He sometimes fight, but he fights to defend persons. He has a great card. Look, you should get an Isai. He is a cool dude.
Bro,
That second one is better.
Can I
Oh,
purchase you? I
dude.
want to get an Isai.
Good Nino. That should be your new fight nickname. Good Nino.
What's the examples on the first one?
This was obviously
What's
by
his
an
example?
English
Did you
company.
see that hot ass guy last night? Yeah, he was a Nino. I should have known.
Just to kind of keep this
If
going.
you meet Isai, you're sure to love him. Hashtag Bay. Hashtag man.
Just to kind of keep this going, there's two people that aren't.
Tour.
Oh,
Brandon.
man.
He knows when to stop.
He will love you long
Guy,
time.
hey, anyone want to play football? Brandon. Me, I call QB and goes into position immediately.
Immediately.
No,
That's totally Brandon.
Yeah.
Secure position.
yeah,
Right?
go ahead.
Secure in the position.
That's,
All right,
that's fucking
me,
beautiful.
I'm just as awesome as the other definitions say. I'm Brandon, and I approve of these definitions.
Jesus.
That is, he wrote that one.
Yeah, he wrote that one. He saw that one.
100%.
I'm gonna look these
Professor Brandon, we'll send you this link so you can actually put it on justgeekpants.com because
He won't do that. He won't post it. He'll just say, I might post it.
Austin, a sweetheart of this.
I'll send
It just says updated 5 minutes ago.
What are the examples?
I like
What are
this
the
one.
examples?
He'd make the most amazing boyfriend in the history of mankind. Hit me up, Austin.
He's also incredibly brave and isn't
Just
afraid to
saying.
fight for what he believes in or wants. He knows what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. He's a good listener. He's pretty much every girl's dream guy and more. I think a guy named Austin wrote this. So
Dude,
I need
like
a guy. I need a guy who can always be there for me.
I
and
need
really
a guy
care.
that-
Girl, get yourself on Austin. That is Austin. He wrote that
Girl,
motherfucker.
get
all day.
yourself
Let's see.
in Austin.
Exactly. Let's see another
God
example. Let's see. Yeah, there's
There's
many
a fuck ton of
examples.
Austin
I
examples.
can't see.
Hey,
Zoom
put
in. Zoom in.
Should we put in Dracula?
You got. I'm pushing
Finish.
40 here. Come on, hold on.
Draculino. See what Draculino.
I don't think that's gonna pop.
Bro,
up,
put in
dude.
Draculino, then go to.
Draculino.
Nah, it's
Oh
just-
shit.
Nah.
Sorry, we
Go-
can find Draculino.
It said Draculina. Go to Draculina about
No,
what that
let's
was.
not. Let's not.
When you
Let's
have
go to some
sex with
third
a
coast,
chick.
competitors.
Whoa! That's why I said that.
You're an idiot.
Shit.
Did you misspell that?
All right, just put Vinny.
Let's-
Just put Vinny. Just put Vinny.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah,
We
see
won't
what
even
Vinny
comment.
said.
Hey, put some.
Vinny,
Who's our
Vinny
headliner?
said.
Headliner for the main event. Go.
To be extremely sexy.
To be an
Oh my
extremely
God.
A person that is
boyfriend.
super friendly and everyone like,
Urban Dictionary, get your life together. This is
look,
fucking
look at this.
insane.
Wow, that girl looks like she's having a hard time walking. She must have sex with a bitch.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Just to reiterate, we are not making any of this up. This is on
This is all
UrbanDictionary.com.
Oh.
I like the I like the second one.
We are just reading things off of a screen.
Well, I wish I had. What is it? Do you know of Vinny? Yeah, Vinny's a cool dude.
See, perfect. Right there.
Hey, we should put this on the Facebook. Not this, but like our.
Everybody
Everybody's
get their names
name.
out there.
And a picture, and a picture, and your picture right above it.
Not that. Yeah, we should definitely put yours.
Yeah, yours for sure.
A tabby cat.
A Tabby Cat.
How about that? We'll just name the episode Tabby Cat. Come here, gay boys.
Hey, Google picture of a Tabby Cat.
You see
No,
subscriptions go
it's
up.
me.
Like,
It's
Google-
fucking
Put
me.
Oliver Tabby Cat.
subscription-
Oliver Tabby Cat.
subscriptions go up, and they're all from San Francisco.
Google images.
Shit.
Oh,
Fuck.
do like an animorph of Oliver turning into a tabby cat.
Wow. That'd be dope.
Animorphs were the shit, dude.
Tabby
No,
Cat.
that's
Hey,
Take
take
still
off
more
safe
cats.
search. Take off safe search.
This is a bunch of old women like a gay dude being like, I don't know why she's putting
Like
it
I'm also gonna make a link for each one of our pictures to go to our
that'd
Urban
be great.
Dude,
Dictionary.
Oliver's pictures.
So you'll just click
Actually,
on it.
my picture was taken 3 years ago.
Hey, Mario Berto.
Yeah, that was taken 3 years
Oliver
ago.
looks like he just came over on fucking Plymouth Rock. Look at him.
Bro,
He went on the boat as a man. He came back as a boy.
It's like,
Why is my picture a
you
little
can
kid
thank me
picture?
for this country.
look at Ricky.
Why is my picture?
That was like 2 weeks ago, dude.
Now
What are you
I'm a
saying?
boy.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Ricky,
What are you
why is
fucking saying?
your collar not centered?
Because I was 5.
Is this the first time you've been on our website? Damn, dude, I
Yeah,
put this
bro.
up our first week.
I know.
Oh, man.
I was very, dude. I like.
Do not
Berto's
show my picture. Oh,
It's
man.
not. It's not.
Ryan,
fuck
what
is
the
that?
fuck is that?
I was in the Middle East and I was stunting on Mehente.com.
You look
MIG.
good, dude.
I was trying to get that Latina. So
Is that a message?
Zach,
shit.
Zach,
that
what
was
does yours
actually, you
look
can
like?
recognize the structure. That was my little
Why do we
container I
have a
lived
Zach?
in.
You gave her a pair of
Oh,
hoop
fuck
earrings.
you, asshole.
Zach's
Fuck
like
you,
the best, coolest
Zach's like,
picture of.
Zach's like,
I'm in the salt flats. What's
Zach,
wrong?
Zach's like, look at me in my styling
Look
ass
how
shades
cool
of
I look.
vacation. And then
Here's
he's like,
Ryan.
look at Oliver in the stupid ass silky sailor outfit when he was like fucking 8, you fucking asshole.
You posted
God,
Ricky's
that
selfie.
should be-
I hope you
that
find
is-
the dick you love and
You could
suck
be like
it.
the male version of fucking what's it called? Matilda.
Zach, the picture of the
I
episode
thought
should
Matilda was a
be the
dude.
picture of the episode should be Oliver's picture with his Urban Dictionary
This is
description
Tabby
over the
Cat.
top.
Oh, dude,
Tabby
100%.
Cat.
100%. A tabby cat.
No, just make it say,
Did
hey,
he say
sailor,
put a tab-
board?
Oh man,
Oh,
Ricky, you're a
me.
cute kid, man.
Jesus,
Thank
man.
Was this after the stadium accident where you knocked your teeth
No,
out?
this is pre-stadium accident.
Pre-stadium?
Pre-stadium.
When you had the accident, did it knock your collar straight?
He was wearing the same shirt when it happened.
So let's go around the table real quick. What do you guys think? So the election's coming up. It's getting crazy.
Hey, that's a cool.
Okay, let's
what-
talk about
what-
that.
I
It's gonna be
can't
fun.
vote.
Like, so what do you think about this? Do you think Joe Biden's not going to molest any women, or do you think Donald Trump's not going to get killed by a Black Lives Matter person?
Man, you know what?
Let's get into it.
There's
Let's
a,
talk about it.
There's a real fucking creepy video of Joe Biden.
Just say the name of the person you want. No arguing.
Oh, Donald. there you go.
Donald.
No,
Oh, Donald.
no,
No,
No, just Donald. Just Donald.
Hey, we have a Donald.
That's too specific.
It doesn't like China because they
actually
actually
have
have
a
a great
Oh,
wall.
that's fucking amazing.
Fucking
That's so
A+ Urban Dictionary.
That's
That
good.
is
Donald
good.
Trump.
Donald Trump. He doesn't like China.
The
because
man
they
who got
have a
more
great
obese
wall.
women out to walk on his first day in office than Michelle Obama did in 8 years.
Oh, fucking
Ooh.
burn.
Got the fat ladies out.
So it looks like Urban Dictionary is not pro-Trump.
What all Hispanics refer to as El Diablo.
Oh, man.
Donald Trump.
Jinx, pinch poke, you owe me coke.
All right, so what do you think?
With me, asshole.
Can you both of them?
No, let's go to instant replay.
So on the feed, we'll be able to see.
We'll check it out.
I didn't pinch you though.
Usually large penis.
Not like you. It's not like
penis.
no.
Look.
It's not like you have a big dick. It's like your
Unusual.
dick is big, but that's
Particularly a
fucking
guy who's all about
weird,
himself,
bro.
selfish.
Like,
Girl, can you help me carry these bags in the house? No, I don't feel like it. Do it yourself. Man, you're such a Donald.
you know, dude, I think it would be better if you're like, hey, can you help me carry these bags out?
Shit.
Sorry,
Shout out, Donnie.
I'm sick of carrying this.
A
dog
sexual
around.
predator.
One, a sexual predator.
We were at the bar last night and this
Two.
Donald just walked over.
Two, an exceedingly creepy
Dude, I
man
like
who
number
makes
3,
inappropriate
a rapist.
and misogynistic passes at
Very
women.
Number 3, he's a rapist. I bet he like.
He was on that new
fire.
Drake. He was on that new
Hey,
Drake cut.
Did
It
you,
was
hear,
good.
Yeah.
did you actually hear his line about ASAP Rocky getting out?
Oh yeah, he was like ASAP Rocky's free. He's had a little bit of a rocky time, but he's coming back. He said some cheesy shit.
home
Dude,
He said,
threw
"Fuck,
some
oh,
dad
yeah."
jokes, man. Dad jokes.
Dude, yeah, he dad joked the shit.
Did
out
you
of
wipe
that
your
tweet.
Chad? Did you see that shirtless guy passing by? Such a fucking
What
Chad.
about, what about
Chad
Todd double
Kyle.
plays Fortnite 24/7 has a fear of
Have you seen those memes?
He
Like
can
Kyle.
barely make it to his
Like his and hers,
sweaty
Kyle and
Fortnite
White Claw.
session. Only just started walking to school with his friends that live in the same area as him to walk to school as well.
Man's on Demola's dick.
And there's a wormhole of crisps in his pocket and got a 6 in on his geography test.
I don't even know what this means.
Well, it's British.
Constantly says we win and point proven. Yeah, isn't it? What do you mean? Yeah, Romeo, point proven. See, I don't get it.
I don't get that one either.
Must be
That's
so.
weird.
Kyle can be two extremes of a human. Either a human god who makes life great and the best for me, or a piece of shit who will suck the goodness out of your life like a vacuum cleaner on your dick.
God damn.
No life is as good as a life was at Kyle. Fuck you, you're a piece of Kyle. Or eat Kyle.
Oh,
Somebody was on
shit,
some
dude.
methamphetamine when they wrote that one.
Look,
That's
shout out to
Kyle.
Kyle, bro. Sorry, man, for that stuff. But
This
piece of
Urban
shit.
Dictionary shit's funny.
I like it. I could do this all
We
fucking
do
night.
we do
Tabby
an
Cat.
episode on Urban Dictionary. man.
Fucking Oliver the Tabby Cat.
Oliver
I
the
think we
Tabby.
have.
Hey, next 3CG, let's have Oliver super fight Oliver Tabby Cat.
We'll get somebody like dressed up like a furry tabby cat with nipple tassels and go at him.
I actually went SAT.
It's hard. That fits you.
How about this one?
You remember that road trip? That movie Road Trip?
Tabby
Yeah.
Scat. Tabby Scat.
Tabby Scat.
Multicolored
that's
turd
different,
with each color representing a separate meal, which is amalgamated into one excretion as a result of either missing the window of opportunity to go or reload again.
You know, real talk.
My dog's had a tabby scat.
My dog's been having amalgamation in the damn.
Like that poop looked marbled with
I refuse to
colors.
crap on airplanes.
Dude,
I knew that by the
marble,
time I was in the
that's
city. I was
good
going to
term.
have a major
Marble,
tabby
yeah.
scat on my hands.
You
What the
mistake.
fuck, dude? What are you googling over there?
It just came up.
Tabby Cat, an older. Yeah, what else we have said? A female with an unattractive face and someone with okay, yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Or what about go Google Hagen? That's like a military term. Or the event of a guy going after a fat chick on a bet or just for sport. A man went to a bar with his friends, got drunk, saw a fat lady, and was bet by his friends to go Hagen. That's a real thing.
So I'd never heard of Hagen before you told me about it, but in high school,
It was the best Saturday of my life.
in high school,
They just
there was
called
a-
it Wednesday.
No, in high school it was like
we called it a Tuesday night in the Army.
we heard about like jumping. I heard jumping on a grenade. So I've heard that term before, which it's kind of the same thing.
That's a wingman.
You
Yeah,
That's a
well,
weakness.
so-
But she doesn't always have to be fat. Like she could just be busted in the face or have one arm or
Yeah, so it's like
Basically,
so
you're chucking
you're
dick at a
taking
4.
yeah you're
But
yeah you're,
chances are, I mean, anyways.
the thing is you're chucking
Yeah,
dick
it's-
at like the lowest ranked in the group.
You're getting the duff, the dumb ugly fat chick.
The
All
duff.
chicks, the duffer, DUFF, duffer.
Hey,
Dumb
oh,
ugly
is that
fat
Dictionary of
friend.
the Duffer.
Is that what the beer?
I've been the duff
Simpsons
as a
standard
guy.
for?
I've been a dumb ugly fat friend.
But you know what?
I've been there.
You still got laid.
Duffer,
I did.
A complete
That's right.
idiot.
I gets mine, motherfucker.
You're acting like a duffer, dude.
You know what the funny thing is? You guys are joking about it here, but if you get fat, bro, you still get laid at the end of the night.
Not true.
Yeah.
It can happen. It can happen.
My, maybe at Taco Bell.
There's Duffer.
You can pay for
A
it.
chick that isn't great, but will do for now. Dude, that's fucking terrible.
Do for now.
Butterface, hashtag Butterface, hashtag Monet, hashtag Chicken Head, hashtag Slut,
Hashtag Britney Spears.
Oh, my goodness.
hashtag Pigeon.
Dude,
I
don't like this. I don't like the second sentence. Jeff the zookeeper got a face full of duffer after he tried to molest the monkey.
Wait, fuck Jeff. Was that Professor Jeff Lovestreet?
Oh shit.
Jeffrey Love Street in the house.
That's why. It's
I mean, he gets in trouble.
Already know. Look up my Urban Dictionary.
Acts about me.
Look at Love
Jeffrey Lovestreet.
The Jeffrey joint's a real thing,
Oh, I
ladies and
hope that's
gentlemen.
real.
Endowed boy.
Ah,
Look for Love Street.
Skeffrey.
Yeah, look for Love
What the fuck is a Skeffrey.
Love Street, type of beer normally drank by gay men. Sorry.
Love Street.
Also known as.
In Kuwait, hold on, Shabab. We'll get real time for there.
It's too serious.
Love Street. That's man love
Hey, are
Street.
you going to Love Street today? Hell yeah, it's amazing. Hope I find a hot girl today.
I'll leave my IED at home. Have a great day.
And then there's one that's.
Dude, the weirdest thing about Kuwait is they're so conservative about booze and everything. When I was over there as a contractor and a civilian, our interpreters took us to like these underground like little like clubs because everything was like
Black market.
like
shit?
your Heineken will be $20 American, like that kind of shit. Because the dinar, the Kuwaiti dinar to the American dollar was like 4 to 1. Like it took 4 American to hit that. So we'd go out there and be like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna get a Heineken and you get a shot of Patron. And you spend like $100. Like you're like, what the fuck? But it's everything's underground. You get the sheiks, the little white hats out there doing their thing. But I mean, they're
They're
summing
drinking
it up.
too?
But above ground, they're praising Allah. They're not eating pork. But down below, they're hitting fucking 17-year-olds and smoking hookah and
That's
hash.
crazy.
Right? It's a
I'm just
whole.
saying, bro.
See, that's the shit I don't respect, man. If you're gonna do some shit like that, then fucking you do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But see, a lot. What was that called? I think it's shihad or something. That when Arabic men are allowed by the Quran to act out as Americans, be able to blend in with their society, so they can execute
I
jihad.
respect
better.
that. I
That,
respect
it's an actual thing that they do. They come in, they assimilate with American culture, the
Hit
sleeper
me
cells,
up,
and then they hit
please.
us. That's how it is.
that.
Am I wrong, Zach?
Yeah, no, totally.
He's like, what'd you say?
Zach's like, sorry, I'm manning the computers over here.
That's the guy that was on the Urban Dictionary right there.
That was lovable Zach.
But no, I mean that's
That was
dude.
lovable
Over
Zach.
the Middle East was like a fucking like a Wild West movie. Like I was barely like 20, like 8. Actually, I was 18 the first time I went.
Yeah.
And then I stayed over there until almost 24, 25, and like being in that country for so long, it's
Whole
just
nother
so
world, bro.
fucked up, dude.
Whole nother
It's so fucked up. Like everything's backwards. Nothing is on merit. It's all on who you bribe, who you pay, who you know. And that's why the country are so corrupt because there's nobody with anybody that has any voice or tries to come up and help the populace gets fucking killed.
So that's like
So
saying
it's-
that's like saying a politician who wants to do good by the book, he's gonna get kicked out.
Well, look at Bernie Sanders. He's fucking half a lunatic, and he had some decent ideas, and he had the public behind him. But the last person to do that was Barack Obama. He was a freshman senator, never even voted in office. Basically, he said, not present, voted all the time, and
Let
then
him
came
hang.
out.
Let
Was a
him
great
hang.
speaker, had a great social media campaign, and kind of basically redid how the campaigns are run. from then on out. I mean, it's all about raising the most money. You know, saturating the market with ads, going out to these.
They're
different...
all fighting to raise the most money.
Exactly,
right?
and it's all the same 3 or 4 people that are giving them money. It's all this crazy.
Man, I've been tuning into the fucking debates, and it's interesting. It's interesting. Man.
The Democratic debates made me feel like I got retarded.
Yeah,
I
I mean, who's that crazy bitch? Oh my God!
The one that's the
what
fake
we
Indian?
need to do is everyone comes together and
That Elizabeth Warren
one.
chick that she was like, I'm an Indian, and they took her blood test and she didn't have any Indian blood in her.
You're like, bro, you're Scottish.
And she gave like she was like, Donald Trump, you can't say that about the Indian. What?
I don't think that's politics. What do you want, Rick? You want beer? You can say beer.
Please.
Okay.
Oh,
fine.
no.
What is this?
That's a
That's a
beer.
pale ale.
It's an MB spelled wrong.
It's actually a really good pale
It's
ale.
a nice
from Paris.
bottle, right? Nice fucking sticker.
Does anyone have a?
About
Bottle
something.
opener?
I got a wedding ring, bro. I brought some of these if anybody wants a
Oh,
barrel.
you
It's too
pussy.
hard to ale.
Let me see it.
Oh,
Give me a
I'll
beer.
take one.
I got it.
Thank you,
They're
sir.
not super
Give me a beer.
cold.
Oh, why are you making a weird face like he's giving you an anal probe? or something?
Like, here's all the secret
So,
societies that
both of
presidents
these-
were part of.
Skull and bones all day.
Right.
Both of these beers are actually pale ale. Actually, well, this one says American.
Pales.
Made.
Have you
But
ever
I
seen
think
that movie
R&B is a
Skulls
pale ale.
with like
Yeah.
like all that shit's kind of.
What's it from Dawson's Creek, bro?
And like,
Casey.
there's a certain friend of mine that lived up in an Ivy League and was like there.
And Fast and Furious, dude.
Damn,
Yeah.
Richard Nixon's
Paul Walker.
always
Oh,
been.
yeah, it was Paul Walker.
That's
right.
basically just a fucking white mafia, like the most powerful people in the world.
Bro,
get
that's
together.
dude.
It's like the Bilderberg group.
That's a fucking party where people get together and smear mayonnaise on fucking Wonder Bread.
No, and they
bro.
get like they sacrifice women and do all kinds of weird shit.
Dude,
A
that's
lot of
like-
Freemasons.
Like I'm not
They
white enough for
sacrifice
Let's
that.
talk
women,
about Freemasons
like,
for a
they
minute.
Exclude them from their
My
lives.
family is they're all Freemasons, and then they're like, here's their requirements, and here's what you got to do to get in. I'm reading this shit. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
You have to like die and come back.
Yeah, and you got to
That's
memorize all this shit, and do these phases,
Yeah.
and work with some guy, and do. And I told my family, I was like, I'm not into that shit. Like, sorry, I'm not gonna go.
So they gave you the invite, you passed.
Pretty much, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
declined.
I've had the
I've
invite
declined about
3 times.
Invitations.
Yeah, I've had it
That's
3
how-
times.
yeah.
And my grandpa, my dad, everybody are Masonic Lodge. I'm like,
Honestly-
that shit's weird. I'm not doing it.
Honestly,
Sorry.
real talk. Can I just get the sticker just in case? Like it's like a 100 Club sticker. If I can get out of a ticket or something.
Like, okay, I'm gonna just get the sticker. I'm not even a part of it.
I just want a
It'll
sticker,
cops won't
dude.
pull me over.
Yeah, can I get one on Amazon? I'm a fucking mason off Amazon, bro.
Dude, wasn't Andrew Johnson the one that got shot like during a duel?
No,
Or
he
was
got
that
impeached.
Jackson.
It was Jackson. Aaron Burr shot him. Right?
Andrew Jackson was the
No.
Civil War general.
Oh, wait, no.
Aaron, he killed Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, that's right, Hamilton. That's right. Burr Hamilton.
But no, Andrew Jackson was in a duel, and typically you only fire one shot, and he missed, and the other guy shot him.
Misfire.
Yeah, he misfired. Yeah, and he reloaded and then
Killed the
aimed
guy.
after he got shot, held it and aimed for his head and killed the dude.
That's baller as fuck.
Well, and also like those weapons weren't very accurate, so it was like, hey, I'm just gonna shoot.
There was no rifling in the barrel.
Like, there's
It was
nothing-
just. Yeah,
Like,
it's
black
like
powder.
Shooting, it's like
that's
shooting
it.
something out of a PVC pipe. Like
Dude,
A potato gun,
I was
basically.
more accurate with loogies. You just spit fucking more.
So what do y'all think about like? Do y'all ever get into like? There's been some cool the Wild West or whatever, like all these cult documentaries, like that crazy Indian.
Oh
cult.
yeah,
Wild
Wild West.
Oh my god.
No, Wild Country.
Wild Country is what it was. Yeah,
What, is this like a documentary?
it's a
or-
documentary on Netflix. It's pretty cool.
Netflix.
Yeah,
Shit,
but
I'll watch it. What's it
you know,
called?
it's about this Indian group that up in California, like in the 80s or 90s. They went out there and they had this huge covenant, just people fucking, people having a good time. And then the shit got dark and people were talking about suicide. But then you go look at like Youngstown and look at like the cyanide.
Jamestown.
Yeah, Jamestown. Yeah, not Youngstown. But dude, all that crazy.
She did everything for this dude. Like,
This chick right here, yeah, she's nuts, dude.
Yeah, that's her.
And like, she is so fucking crazy. Like when you hear her talk and everything, she's like, "Oh, I'm doing
Was
that."
that-
And this guy just
was that
comes
guy's
out.
name- was like
He comes out
wasn't it
looking like
Ro-
fucking Gollum with a
Raji
beard.
or-
And, like everybody's praying to this guy.
What was that guy's
This guy.
name?
This guy?
Yeah, what was his name?
Rajneesh.
Yeah,
is what his name
it
was.
was something-
Rajneesh.
This was happening here in the United States?
Yeah, in Oregon.
they
or some
bought a
shit.
bunch of land and started building a whole community out in the desert.
Yeah, they started
That's wild,
they started
dude.
their own
I
like little
respect that.
camp and then like expanded into a city and then like basically like walled off and then
And,
started,
and like if you look at like the
stockpiling
Branch
weapons
Davidians and all
shit.
that stuff, like when they came out, like not Branch Davidians, Scientology, like they kind of had the same battle with them where they weren't going to be recognized as a nonprofit or what, and so the government was taxing the fuck out of them, and so they basically did some really shady shit, started like extorting some politicians to get them to lessen.
Yeah, if you've never seen Going Clear, you have to see that
dude,
documentary.
Is that the Leah
Scientology
Remy
is
one?
fucking crazy.
It's
Don't
on
worry
HBO.
about it.
HBO.
Is that the one with what's
Leah
her
Remy.
name? Leah
No,
Remy.
Go to watch Going Clear. It's like the original like expose. Like this guy's getting fucking followed by members of the church. Like
Going
he has
Clear.
videos on him
You
and
have to
shit.
watch it.
Dude, I saw the Leah Remy.
That was
and
wild, dude.
That's insane.
Tom Cruise and
That's
all them
what
are
I'm
wrapped
talking
up in that shit. John Travolta, all them dudes are in the Scientology church.
Difference
Well,
between fucking,
so John
religion and culture
Travolta's-
tax breaks, bro.
Well, John Travolta stayed because they were
His-
going to release that he
He
does
was gay and shit. Yeah.
He does butt stuff.
Yeah, and like Tom Cruise is just out there, just like
It's
I'm
like,
gonna
I'm
live
just
forever,
searching for
praise
the
Zordon,
G-spot.
like
Yeah.
some weird shit.
Well, they treat him like a god, so he thinks it's great.
Yeah, that chick kidnapped. What was her name?
But how is that
well,
different?
the
How
chick
is
from
that
Gossip
different
Street.
to other stuff, right? I mean,
No, it's very different from
It's
other stuff. It's a
vastly
fucking
different.
cult.
Have you,
Well, you can't
been
leave.
driven by the Scientology church?
They put
building
people out
in
on
fucking
boats
LA?
in the ocean as like reprogram centers,
Dude,
and they
it's
make them
like
go
a
in with
fucking
like
No,
magnets. and, like,
I
reprogram
understand that. But
Crazy.
what I mean by that, the actual belief, it's really not as.
No, it's not as
really
crazy.
Belief
No,
of
the
Scientology?
belief is the same as in
That's
anything,
what I'm saying.
and that's where you see like with the Quran, or you see with Baptists even like you go to the Punic Wars, all the Crusades and all that shit. Religion has been the crew of a lot of like downfalls of society or like civilization. If you go and look at a lot of that stuff in the past, the Catholic Church, the Baptist Church, you go back into like Scientology, it all has come around to prey on people that were
Dude,
vulnerable at
look at
times,
Israel
that needed
right
something
now.
to believe in that they couldn't do on themselves.
That was just methods of control.
All control.
I don't like.
You go into a church,
It's
and
all
one of the first things
control
they're going to say is,
aspects.
"Hey, let's pass the offering plate around." Like within the first 10 minutes, dude. Like what the fuck? Like
Why do you think in the most uneducated communities, there's
Churches
the most,
thrive.
the most per square footage church, right?
Yeah, it's not
and they're cornerstones of communities, and hey, it's
because of
good.
the semblance, the semblance of hope.
But it's a cornerstone of the community. A lot of people, they're not able to like envision things by themselves, so they need something to believe in. They need
Well,
something
it's
to kind of
it's-
like pray to. Okay,
The, the priests used to be the rock stars.
Yeah, when you
yeah,
when
they
you
were
live,
crazy.
I think
Like
it comes from a lack of
Jimmy
Have you ever
Graham
seen
and all
that
that.
cussing pastor? I love that guy.
you got to
Well,
go
that's
watch
the thing.
Benny Hinn, the guy that does the like you're healed,
Yeah.
and people are following. Like,
The hot
pull that
Newtons.
up. The Benny Hinn, let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh.
Put that shit up. Put that shit up.
Dude, that's a
That
good
shit's
video.
fucking
That's
great,
a good
dude.
name.
Hey, you should
Dude,
search
watch
that.
this shit.
No, the cussing pastor. I love that guy.
I think the thing about having
Look at
like,
this
a lot
shit.
of, like,
Watch.
churches.
I don't know if we
Oh,
got sound,
shit.
but it's still funny without it. This shit is crazy.
And we can't play that on the podcast.
Look at this shit.
Power of Christ.
He's the chosen one.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, just think of Drowning Pool and Benny Hinn and bodies hitting the floor. Look at him.
He's
Boom.
fooling some old ladies there for sure.
And dude, they'll
every
get
night.
like some old white fat lady that comes up, cancer, he's got cancer. And like he'll be like, oh, it's coming, and then he'll fucking put his hands on her, and she
Dude.
falls over. She's like,
That is no different than
Pentecostal churches and shit.
that is no different than the
Key
people.
martial
Yeah,
arts.
than the
Exactly.
key guys.
Oh,
so
dude,
like, so like the guys that
the
guys
energy
that-
guys and shit.
Yeah, the guys that do that chi shit.
Yeah.
That is the same as a cult because you have this guy like brainwashing you, believing that he's sending energy waves at you.
Ricky has
And
the
dude,
best videos.
These
on this.
dudes really believe it. Like they wake up all dizzy and shit, and like they really buy it.
It's like
bro.
people that are like they believe so
right
much.
here.
What is it?
Oh, sorry.
There was an episode where there was a clip
That
where
guy.
this guy
Oh yeah, I remember.
had like he had everyone hold hands, and then he started to like windmill his
Did
arm.
you play Red Rover?
No, look,
Oh.
he started to windmill his arm, and then everyone started to like move as if they were caught in a whirlwind,
Wow.
and like he just kept moving, and everyone just like
You know what?
flew.
You know what kind of a
Jump.
you know what kind of a mind fuck that is? He feels like he's the most powerful person in that room.
He's a fucking like
he kinda
LARPing.
is.
He's a LARPing
Yeah,
fucking
he's
guy.
he's a LARPing god.
It's like fucking me playing Harry
Fireball,
Potter.
fireball.
Expelliarmus, motherfucker! Like it doesn't work.
Calm down,
Hey.
champ.
It
I
doesn't
feel
work.
offended.
Hey, Lumos.
I play a monk right now. in my
Petrificus
D&D
Totalis.
campaign.
Hey, look,
No,
you play
no,
Magic
monks-
the Gathering.
monks don't cast
What's
spells.
those fake martial arts Instagram?
Bullshido.
They have key points.
Nah, I didn't know.
What's the energy
It's
martial
unknown.
arts?
I used to
No,
play
Shido,
it on
SHIDO.
fantasy online.
No, I
They
don't-
basically had
I mean, there's a
fucking
couple
spice
different.
on
I
it.
mean, Ricky did tell me you have sex on D&D.
Shido,
Right?
Dio,
You told
Dio.
me that you can have sex.
He's like,
Yeah,
I
you
stabbed this dragon with my pork sword. And
Yeah, he's
they're
like, yeah. He's like, yeah. I was
roll
only
a
telling you
fucking
that. I was only
16
telling you
on
that in the locker room.
Go down.
Yeah.
They should have like
I just
crazy,
assume
like, weird.
He wrote-
Dungeons and Dragons involves a lot of
It's a role playing game.
naked
No,
midget.
Dungeons and Dragons is like The Sims.
It's like older people's
it's just-
Pokemon.
Is it though? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should invite
So
me
whenever,
one
so
time.
whenever you have,
Like, are you
so whenever you have
promiscuous?
sex,
When's it happening?
Sunday.
Type in fake martial arts.
whenever you want to have sex on D&D, you gotta roll that D12. You know, if you
Go
roll
that
real low, that means you
D12.
busted your
You
nut
know,
real
you know what the
quick.
funny thing is? When I want to have
There.
sex at home, I just roll it like I want to.
Hey,
do it, I'm
Coach
good,
Rick, are you
so-
promiscuous on D&D? Like,
Oh shit! Look at that dude. Oh fuck, that dude's a
shit.
master.
Look at this fucking guy, Stone Cold Killer, facing him
Wait,
down.
he gonna hit him like 15 times. Bah, 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 bah. Did he touch his Adam's apple? And he pinched his ear.
Yeah.
He did the ear pinch.
I
Look
saw
at
a
he
nut
slapped him
grab.
on the ass on the way
He
out.
slapped him on the ass.
He dead touched his
He
spine.
took it.
Watch.
They didn't even say good game. What a savage.
He did. He touched his dick.
They didn't even say good game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked at the end.
Look at this
he
fucking
defended
guy.
His face. Oh, is that guy that went against the MMA guy that just got fucking like
He's getting
face fucked?
oh shit.
Oh, dude, your head is.
Yeah, so one of those
Use a mic, bro.
one of those
Okay.
fake martial arts guys when
Hey.
he's a real MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about.
Whirlwind. Team Whirlwind.
Throw that dick in a circle. Throw that dick in a circle.
You gotta put a soundtrack to that
What
shit,
the
bro.
fuck are they
That
doing?
was dude.
Let's see that one again.
Yes, in a circle.
That was
Yeah,
fucking
maybe look-
hilarious.
Look at it from the side.
Fake martial arts.
Look at him. Oh, are you so rapping?
I was.
Look at
You want
him
to start
go.
rapping?
Beats weak, but come
We're
on.
out here.
Oh,
Oh
son.
shit! He talking shit on
Let's
the beat
get it.
maker.
Come on.
He's not gonna make another beat because you called him weak.
It's a needed beat.
You gonna rap?
I mean, at this point, the moment passed. The moment passed.
We'll get another one. Unbutton another button. We'll get there.
Oh, dude,
Look,
is
hey,
that Steven
hey,
Seagal?
dude, it's like, oh,
Is that
Steven
Steven
Seagal.
Seagal? That is him.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal.
Is that part of the
Steven
movie?
Seagal? Bro,
Hey,
you don't
Google
have a
Steven-
handlebar and
hey,
a
Google
do-rag
Steven
like that if you're not
Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
I love how he
Seagull.
doesn't bend his knees at all. You know, it's like all like.
Remember when he
His
was,
knees hurt.
you remember when he was like, hey, Anderson Silva was like, I trained with the Grand Master Steven
arthritis
Seagal, and
though.
he's the reason why I won this
Nah,
fight.
you got to do Chi Master versus MMA guy. It was like a Japanese challenge. It happened in Japan.
Ghetto
Is it the
ass
old
pastor.
guy?
What are you
Yeah,
fucking?
it's the old guy.
What are you fucking
Oh, you gotta
googling?
watch this.
Ghetto ass
I have
pastor.
this shit on
What
my
he made me
That's
book.
look.
Check it out.
Ghetto ass plaster.
Yeah, that was.
Ghetto ass
Oh,
blaster.
check it out.
So this is the.
Oh, this guy's amazing.
Shaniqua don't live here no more.
Like, that's cool and all, but what happened to the front of your head, dude?
I like the background. It's like the painting guy from PBS.
Dude, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
That's
Dude,
the
he
same.
really
Bob
says,
Shout out.
God bless you,
Dude,
He got that
stupid
shit on
ass."
clearance when Bob Ross died.
This dude's like, Bob Ross, I'm
R.I.P.
about to change the game. Can you sponsor me with a painting?
You don't
He's like,
get
turtlenecks
I got
on deck.
5 happy trees.
You don't
for
get
that ass.
5%. He's going to.
He's got half of a
No, dude, he's got like the Asian monk haircut. Like it's bald up to the half of the top of his head.
Have y'all seen?
And then
He
he's
also
got
has
like,
dance
and then
moves.
he's got a
Miracle Spring
fucking.
Water.
He has dance moves.
Have y'all seen this shit? It's called Miracle Spring Water. I was up late as fuck one night, and it's like, you know what changed my life? This packet of Miracle Spring Water. Look at this shit,
Oh shit,
dude. It is
I
insane.
like how they sell it in
This one?
packets.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
A packet of
These
water.
are men.
It is the wildest shit. This came on like late night TV.
What if you're bad at opening? Oh, what if
You
you're bad
make
at
it more
opening
believable if
packets?
you make it like a bag, like a little, you know, like.
God can reverse every negative verdict in your life.
That's crazy.
What?
Wait a minute,
Watch.
a verdict?
Serious? Watch.
Because then that's
Be
already.
free to enjoy all of God's richest blessings with Miracle Spring Water. Wait, there it is.
That's the miniature.
Look at this shit.
Miracle.
That's gonna change your life.
Hey,
Dude,
there's a-
Reverend Peter Popoff. Reverend Peter Popoff.
Pop off.
I will never trust a dude with the last name Popoff.
I would 100% trust a dude whose last name is Pop Off.
You're like, hey,
Pop
can I
off.
get some of that water? He's like, yeah. Now pop off. You're like, fuck.
Nah, but dude, that's some real shit. That's weird as fuck.
Nah,
Like, people get
that's-
sucked into that
that's
stuff.
weird.
That's a Matrix shit.
Yeah.
Stop
Stop
settling
settling
for
for less.
reach for God's best.
Bro,
The Miracle Spring
Miracle
Water.
Spring Water.
What
On
if
stack.
what if God says no? Then I don't want to.
God never
Fuck
says
that.
no.
I like how that conga line, the fake
Conga
martial
line.
arts line, like, yeah,
The front guy stayed there.
Yeah.
They
Everybody
were doing
else
the
blew
Cupid
away.
shuffle, and that's what they were doing.
How would you like?
Oh, this one's good. It says,
How is that a
Oh
practical
yeah, that
situation?
guy's funny.
How is that a practical situation?
If you're fighting in a hallway
Look at
with
that
57
sash. Look at
Chinese
that
men,
sash.
you could be like,
Now, are you just saying that like in Chinito or what?
Oh,
Hey, what are you
why
trying to
we
say,
gonna
man?
here?
Bro,
Why are
you
we
said
getting
it,
into
she
yeah.
said
that?
it, not me.
Should grow that stash.
I use the proper terminology. What, the one from the goat?
Oh shit!
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh.
Damn!
Look at this little motherfucker.
Oh!
Oh!
All right, nice
he
swing.
fucking-
Nice swing.
look
That's
at him.
pretty quick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, fuck!
That was good.
Is that a midget?
No! Oh my god!
No, he has a beard.
He's got a fucking
See
goatee
that.
like.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's actually
midgets have
six.
beards.
He's 6 weeks
They're
old.
called
He's-
little
Keep watching
He
it.
just matured.
Keep it on full loop the rest of the
Hey,
episode.
no, have y'all seen? That's a midget. Zach, pull up the
It looks like he
ram
has
hitting
Ricky's
the,
beard.
the
That's a
punching
full-size
bag.
goat.
Ram hitting what?
The ram hitting the punching bag.
Ram hitting a punch. Oh, dude, this ram is working the bag. I
I
remember
hope
this
his
video.
skull is okay because he fucking went right in.
Who, the goat?
Oh,
the
dude,
little
look
guy.
at this video.
The little guy.
Angry
this-
Ram destroys the punching bag.
So
Check
this,
it
so
out.
this ram works the bag better than some people I know that have been training.
Oh, call him out, Berto. Bertincho. Call him out. I don't even know how to strike.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Oh, shit, I got hit back.
that's like me shooting on a double lever.
Oh, he gets mad. He gets mad.
pissed off.
Yeah, but
Just
yeah,
the
it's
bag.
like,
Oh, he's like, bitch,
You gonna bump me?
bitch.
He's like, you
God.
get to the beach.
He's like, how dare this swinging bag swing back at me?
I like how he's so casual.
What
He's
an
like, he's like,
idiot.
nah,
He
go to the
looks like he has a predator mask on his head.
Dude.
How dumb.
Dude, this is such a.
He's like,
Yeah.
Look at swings back and hits his ass. He gets mad.
holy
Yeah, but
shit.
what if the goat was really smart and he's really trained?
Look at those
Like a-
thighs on that goat,
He is,
though.
he's
Look at the
in,
tree
uh,
trunks
he's-
on
he's
the
actually
goat.
getting
No, look at this one. He hits it.
We were gonna have you fight Professor Brandon, but I think we're gonna
No,
pull
check-
him
Oh!
Check
Yeah,
this
he's
out.
heavier than
He hits
that.
it like 3 times in a row right here. Look, 1, 2.
But he hits back.
Killer combo. That's fucking amazing.
Look at this shit.
This dude just won killer.
Combo breaker.
Right?
Oh.
Fuck, dude.
Got him.
Right here,
I feel like
he hits it 3 times.
I
Hits
feel
him
like
on the
this
side,
needs-
and he goes. Look, he goes. Let me see.
He's like, fuck this, it's over.
I love the close up.
Now they come give me some sugar.
He's like, Adrian!
He's like,
Bow! I just want to hit him right now.
oh,
Oh, two. Hit him with the rib shot. That's why.
Man. That should be a kung fu style, goat style, bro. Oh, we need to take pictures.
1, 2, 3.
Man, this is man, we need to get some more of these.
Put dojo storms in there. Watch people like roll up in. Dojo storms are always fun to watch.
They've gotten lame recently. They're not real dojo storms.
Ah, there we go.
No, we
This
trying
shit's
to get
funny.
insane.
Yeah, we can get more, bro. I can take more than one picture. Like, this is a pixel, man. It's complicated.
Oh, and that guy, that Joe Rogan and the BJJ guy were arguing about weed. Nacho pissed him off so bad. Why you talking smoking the heat for Joe Rogan?
Ryan, get closer, man.
I'm trying, man. You keep doing it. He's
Dude.
shaking like Michael J. Fox over there.
God damn, how
So,
much
yeah,
vacation you take?
I'm just fucking excited to be here, guys.
Is that Jeff Glover?
Taking
That is
that
Jeff
fucking,
Glover.
Jesus. All right.
Jeffy Glover.
Closer.
Shout out Jeff Glover.
This video looks
Look,
pretty
Keenan's in
fucking
the
lame.
background too.
Is that?
Dude, that place was really cool. Like when I went to train
Yeah,
there
but
in
the video
California,
looks fucking lame.
that Studio 540 was pretty cool. It's just like an open collaborative thing. Anybody comes in and
okay.
teaches.
Did anyone watch the fight?
damn.
The fucking Medea in the house over here.
All he did what Kobe was gonna do.
Yes.
He outworked him, outpaced him, and pitter pattered him. Didn't use much energy and won the decision. But him and Usman will be like two of like the same person fighting each other. They both have high energy, good wrestling. I think Usman has more hands than he does though. He got more power.
Man,
Type that.
type that in.
And not to Laranja, he's just out there.
Have
Do
you
it
seen
to
the
YouTube.
video
Type it
of
into YouTube, Persona.
Renato interviewing like people? Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who do you interview?
Oh,
Frank Shamrock?
Nick Diaz got like
That's the
this one.
video.
Yes.
That is the video.
This dude gets fucking chin checked.
You know, this is kind of sad because he's old.
He's
like
not old. He's wise, bro. He's wise in the ways of fucking energy generation.
Look
and
at him,
fucking
look at him, look at him.
Hadouken.
He's just knocking dudes out without even touching them. Claims a 200-0 record
Yeah, but like,
against his practicing students.
he's like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just did 200. right
Wagers
there.
$5,000.
No, that's yen.
No, that's a dollar sign, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
you
got some
British?
Mortal Kombat moves here.
I want to
finish
this
him.
guy. 5K. Tell him I'll give him 10 grand to fight
Right
me.
there, look at that, look at
There
that.
it
He's
goes.
juggling that dude's fucking shit. He juggled him.
He made him front flip. Did you see that?
Yeah,
He, like, did
that was
the-
pretty dope.
made him
that
front
guy
flip.
was like, I've never done a front flip
Watch,
before.
watch.
So this dude's wearing like Sambo outfit.
Yeah, he's got nogi
and,
shorts and a gi top.
Gi
Get
top
in
and
there.
what appears to be a dark belt.
Sign me the contract.
Probably
$5,000. Dude, I feel like honestly,
And
I
he
do
got
feel
my
bad
good
for
side.
this old guy because he has no idea what the fuck is about to happen to him.
What, the old dude?
The chief master.
Bro, you've been around long enough that
Yeah.
you're about to get punched in the
Yeah.
fucking face, bro.
Yeah.
You train martial arts, you're gonna get hit.
There needs to be more
Oh, look
sound
at him,
effects in
dude.
jiu-jitsu, though.
He's like gathering his chi.
Like that.
Oh shit!
See, look in his mind, he's like glowing right now, like Goku. Like in his
I
mind,
can't wait for this to work.
In his mind, he has like an aura around him already.
Look at this guy.
Dude, right now he's like, fuck.
He's gonna piss his pants. I bet he pisses his pants before he does it.
The blue pill or the red pill?
Feels like I usually spar on Viagra. Fuck with it. Come on, dude. Like, stop building up. Why isn't he circling his arms? I need
You got the
like-
guy.
There he goes. There he goes. There he
Look
goes.
at the guy in the Naga shirt
There's
coming
the
out,
face
trying
off.
to get it going.
Yeah, that was the judge.
Say it, say it. Hadouken!
Oh, dude. Look at his stance, bro.
Hadouken!
He's trying to slap him.
I will fuck that old man up.
That's a stock. That's a Shanghai slap right
Can you
there.
imagine Ryan?
Oh,
get dropped.
I would fight him, dude. I don't care. Tell him to come through 10
Right there,
grand.
he was like, "You actually hit me."
Dude, he's like surprised. He's like, is that my mouth? He's like, fuck.
Is that my blood? I'm human?
Nobody.
The fighter's like saying, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
He's saying, man, sorry, dude. I thought we were fighting for real.
Dude.
He's all holding his teeth. You ever try
No,
to pick up broken teeth with broken
this
fingers?
is
What's
a good
up?
one.
He
This is a
took
good
him
one.
out before the fight, bro. He already took his teeth out.
Bow,
Crack!
Crack!
Crack! Crack!
Stick to that.
Kick.
Oh,
Oh, head kick.
That's like Pete Williams versus Frank
Oh,
Mir.
shit.
Damn, son. I like it how it's comegetyouSome.com.
How do they spell the cum?
COME. Like,
Yeah,
come
make-
and take it, not
make-
CUM.
Capital C though.
Yeah, make sure you get that first word right because you might be taken somewhere else. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you want to look at this video, it's titled Kiao Master versus MMA. It's on
called,
YouTube.
it's called,
KIAI.
it says it's
Master.
called Asian
Yeah, Kia.
or Asian Man Destroys Old Dude. It's you can find it on Pornhub. It's good. That's where we're looking at that right now.
Like you can search that on multiple things and you'll
So
find
before,
stuff.
so I guess before we close out, Professor Berto, let's give us what's the new hotness in the beer world. What's going around, the moving and shakings, what people drinking,
Yeah,
what are you
so-
liking?
Summertime's getting down, so the summer,
so-
summer brews are getting.
The beer that I brought is actually a really good beer for summer. It's made by Parish. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I brought other Parish beers before, but this one is a pale ale, but it really drinks like an IPA, and it's really
So
hoppy,
what's the difference
easy to
between
drink.
pale ale and IPA? India?
The India part.
Yeah, I got it.
Ah,
Like, what do you mean by
Why do they call that India
which
pale ale?
which equals to the amount of hops. Man, I've said this before on the podcast, and I don't know if it's the real story or not.
It
So
was
it's not
during
that you can prove it
when
is
they were
something.
shipping the hops over to India.
Yeah, so they said that like pale ales would
Yeah,
go
get it.
bad, so
He's
they
not even
would
listening.
put extra hops. Yeah, he's not even listening.
I'm listening.
No,
Extra
selfie,
hop
no,
from
selfie it up.
India.
Whip your dick out.
I'm not. He's the one doing it. So
Put
I'm
your
not
dick
following.
No, it's actually pointing at my dick.
That's very small angle.
So it,
Right? That's why I'm zooming.
No, but no, from India, the hops, the man, all that stuff.
The amount of hops was supposedly supposed to serve as a preservative, but I don't know if that's really true. So
I like them. They're fucking great.
It's not
Shout out. Actually, your girlfriend's the only one that got me. She was like, "Oh, they're not bad. It's like an acquired taste. Here, try this one," and like kind of like eased me along into them.
Dude, same thing with me,
They're
man.
the best, dude.
Yeah,
dude, when I first started drinking, my girl Tay,
shout out to your girl.
Shout
she kind of guided me into the world of IPAs. Like I would only drink stouts, porters, and like wheat beers and like ambers and things like this, browns,
Everything but IPA.
everything but IPA. Honestly, you know what got me started on IPAs? I shit you not. It was the
pretty
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Like
I
those
thought it
same
was
ones.
Sierra Mist.
The same ones that make that hazy little thing you got. in
And
front of
that's
you.
what made me think like I didn't like them at the IPAs because I was like Sierra Nevada, it's too the and like Goose Creek and all them have that same weird bitter back taste.
Man,
to them.
so that's the thing about
Certain
IPAs is
scents.
they can turn. You know, so like if an IPA stays on the shelf for a long time, it's still alive in the can, so the taste will continue to change.
yeah.
To ferment.
Yeah, so
Dang it.
Ferment.
I wouldn't say it ferments because the ABV doesn't really go up that much, but it just like the
It
flavor
dankens.
profile. Yeah, it dankens. The flavor profile changes. You know.
So you shouldn't, go on a ship ride with your IPAs to India.
No,
No.
so
Does that go bad?
what I
Maharajna.
dude, what I,
Sailing the seven seas is frowned upon with
dude,
IPAs.
I tell people like if you're looking for a IPA, look for the ones that say brewed on instead of best of at the bottom of the can, right? Because
Best Buy.
or Best Buy, because you don't know when the fuck it could be Best Buy 4 months, 6
When
months.
are they
right?
Best
I love
Buy?
Best Buy. They have great TVs.
But they don't have any.
They have
no,
great
hey,
back.
Go to
Amazon.
Walmart, get a
Amazon.
fucking Vizio,
Amazon.
or get a motherfucking TV. You know what? I bought a new TV recently, and
Damn.
it was a fucking TCL 65-inch Roku TV. Dude, it costs like $420. 65-inch Roku TV is the shit. YouTube TV, Netflix,
Wait,
Flow
it costs
Grappling.
you
wait, wait, how much?
$400. That's it.
Bro, I can find you one right now for 200.
Horse
Dude,
shit.
I
For a
got-
65-inch.
I got a
$453.
60-inch Roku smart TV,
They're
4K on Amazon for $297 shipped to my
Boom!
fucking door.
But it's a TCL, the kind of.
Yeah, mine's a TCL too. I got it for
TCL's
gaming
nuts.
because
How about that?
TCL usually does
TCL.
gaming monitors, so I was like,
Mine's a
fuck it.
TLC.
Yeah, you're right. Best Buy has
Well,
got the
that's-
cheapest.
Best Buy has the cheapest in the world, I
No
promise,
stress.
right? Go to Newegg and say
Waterfalls.
it's like
Waterfalls.
because we have like some like gift cards left
Are
over
you
from
on
the wedding,
BestBuy.com?
Man, fuck this
You
shit.
price checking?
but in TCL.
Shout out to Best Buy with that rewards program.
Now we got like some gift cards from the wedding, so we were like, hey, let's do something. So she went and got a weighted blanket, and I was like, I'm getting a TV. That's
Hey,
gay as fuck.
Dude, you know what? You
So,
know what's
no,
better than a weighted
no,
blanket?
weighted
A fucking
blankets
body-
are
no,
No, dude, I
they're
saw-
bullshit.
dude,
body pillow.
So
bro.
I saw. Wait,
I
wait,
can
wait.
only
body
sleep.
pillow.
I have a heavy blanket. It's not the same. A heavy, I sleep.
I like heavier ones, but dude, 15 fucking pound blanket. I feel like I'm laying under chainmail.
Just lay
You
on
said, you said it feels like an X-ray.
It does.
vest.
It's an X-ray. That's exactly what it feels
is,
like.
yeah.
Like I like to sleep with a blanket between my legs. Sometimes I don't like my knees touching.
Dude.
You can't get a fucking weighted blanket
Ryan.
between
Yeah,
your
because
legs.
your knees
Ryan,
are touching
Ryan.
all the time.
No,
Real
no, my
talk,
thighs are touching. It's a different thing.
Ryan, real talk.
Nah,
Get a full length body pillow. I have to sleep with one. I don't like my knees touching either.
What's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name?
you
What's his
yeah,
name?
You get one
He
like
smells like beer.
What's his
Call him
fucking
Tommy.
name?
You
So-
can
so
trust the
Oliver's-
Tabby Cat. You can trust
The
Tabby
pillow's
Cat.
got a hole in it.
So
Yeah,
Oliver's body long
exit only.
picture.
Some days it's Tommy, some days it's Tammy.
Sometimes
Fuck
it's
it.
Tabby.
Mainly
So,
Tabby.
Sometimes it's Tabby's
we can be-
scat.
If we can be serious
Hey,
for
you
a
gotta put
second,
that.
if we can be serious for a second, Oliver's body long pillow has Sailor Moon on it. So yeah, fuck
That's
all
what Sailor
y'all.
Moon.
Still,
Yeah, so
Is she above
Sailor
age?
You,
Sailor Moon above
he
age?
does.
Sailor Moon body pillow.
Sailor Moon at least 18, right?
Well,
What were you asking?
I'm asking. It's a legitimate question. You're saying he's sleeping with a body pillow shaped like Sailor Moon. Is it 18 or above?
Like, is
No,
the
I
show?
only got
we
to
said
see
there was a
one.
hole in his body
in
pillow.
the show, is she over 18?
No, I'm saying is the pillow above the age of consent is what I'm saying. Because he's
all-
doing things to that pillow. I don't know.
Could you answer?
Look, you know, if you don't ask questions.
17 years old.
So,
17?
I didn't ask, she didn't
Oliver
answer.
says old enough to
17?
pee, old enough for me. I
You
can
wake
whatever.
up at 7,
Whatever.
still ain't.
Whatever.
Shit.
I'm just saying.
17. Hey, that's
actually 51.
51. How,
Tabby Cat. There you go.
there you
Oh,
go.
shit, 'cause you're
That's more like a tabby cougar.
Yeah, tabby cat.
tabby cougar. That's more.
Look,
up
I'm
that
just
alley.
saying, you guys are joking, but I get mine. All right.
Gets mine.
Yeah.
Oliver
I
gets his.
hard. Yeah.
That was on his Urban Dictionary, right?
It was.
Oliver gets his.
Oliver gets
Oliver
it.
gets his.
Hashtag tabby cat from Young Little Gamer.
Hashtag put your back into it. Yeah, that's fucking great. So where are we at? We're about 2 hours in.
Yeah,
right?
it's about.
I think we should close out on Sailor Moon body pillows.
Sailor Moon body
Yeah,
pillow.
that's great.
time for you.
So we'll come up with a title for this. If you guys have any suggestions, our listeners,
Urban
this little
Dictionary.
line-
Urban
No, we're not doing
Dictionary.
we're not giving a shout out until they start paying us money.
Bodhi
Fuck
pillow.
Urban
Urban
Dictionary.
Dictionary with
Hey, hold on. Oliver's comforter in his.
That's actually
That is.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
shit.
Is that the Sailor Moon body
Well,
pillow?
no, so,
Dude, that
like,
is low-key
hold up.
pedophile.
No, so like if you put a hole, if you put a hole,
That's so weird.
in that
That's
valve,
fucking
that's the
weird.
exact one I have.
Why are you sleeping with that
Weird
shit?
as fuck.
Who says we're sleeping?
Where's the
Chan?
hole in the pillow? Point to it.
Which one?
He already said it. He said it's in the
That's so fucked up.
I'm just saying, man.
Oh man.
She looks like a 15-year-old.
For real, dude.
Christ,
You can fuck anything if you're brave enough.
Oh.
I read that somewhere. So.
I was in it. Never mind.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it-
not
I
gonna
think
go
it was
there.
on a- I think it was on a
We're already
police report.
getting dimed out by people.
So let's close out
Whoa,
on that.
hey.
Shit.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Turn
Okay.
safe search
We
back
don't
on.
want those.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
let's put the safe search back on.
Hey, but
Alright,
back,
yeah.
back to what we were saying. October 26th, the qualifiers.
Damn.
December
2
7th,
hours ago.
Third Coast Grappling is coming down. There's going to be some big changes and some big announcements in the
Yeah.
next week that are going to be
Absolutely.
crazy. But yeah, end of the game. Thank y'all for having me. I always enjoy hanging out. with
Always
you
a pleasure, man. Look out for 2024 Third Coast Grappling, man. There's a
Zach,
lot
you're
in
such a
store.
dumbass. Who's
Shout out
smart.
to Urban Dictionary.
You fucking retard.
That's a retard.
Recharge.
Hey,
He called you recharge.
whatever.
You're
It's
so
a-
recharged.
It's like
It's a
Eminem calling
smart
somebody a
dumbass.
fag. It doesn't mean you're a gay man. It just means stop acting stupid.
Stop being a bundle of sticks.
Stop being a faggot. That's what I mean to
All
say.
right. Well, shout out to all those people who are still listening, not offended, and
I had
not
to get
offended.
all two of them.
We'll get to you soon.
All
And if
two
I
of them.
offended you, I apologize, but not really.
Don't ever apologize for being you, Ryan. Just apologize for being an asshole.
In fact.
Well, no,
Not fat any longer.